Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to the show. Just finished a really long set of songs there. Whew, man. Good jam. What up, all? Thank you for coming out. As always, it's fucking Saturday, so here we are. George, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? I hope everything sounds good and clear. We're live. Yep, everything's blowing up because I am live. All right, cool. Hopefully everything's good internet-wise. I've got a blinking light here on my internet, but I think I'm good. Everything looks a-okay in that department. So right on. Thank you for being here, everybody. Hopefully everyone got the word that we're going to be on pretty much every Saturday, and I'll let you know when it isn't going to happen. So just assume that it is. Otherwise, yeah. Thanks, George. Another beautiful week out here in New England. Yeah, we had a bit of a different thing happened in the area of New England this week. Maybe some of you might have heard of it. We'll see if it comes up at all in the chat here or in the discussion on screen. As always, everyone is welcome to join me. Just click the link, which I'm about to post in the chat, and come on. So, yeah, join us. It was good to see Hayden and Graham back on Thursday. That was a good, but yet at least the second half was somewhat, I don't know how to describe it, but the people Hayden's going after on Twitter are total scum of the earth, motherfuckers. So, hopefully somehow they get discovered and shut down, man. Skegness, LOL. Dippy Derek, what's up, man? Hi, Kevin. How you doing, brother? It's yeah, I don't know where you are, Kevin. It's evening here, but right on. I think it might be the next day for you there. Storm the Pitbull, the man in the darkness. What's up, brother? Good to have you back. Dippy, what is Skegness? Is that a place? I don't know. I'm not a Brit, so I have no fucking idea. Do we ever get terrorist attacks? Yeah. Yeah, we had one back at the Boston Marathon a while back, and the surviving bomber, they just decided he wasn't going to get the death penalty, and he probably should have, but he definitely should have. Fuck that guy. What am I saying? Probably. See, this is the problem. I start reading, I'm talking, I'm fucking all over the place. Yeah. Stormy, what up? Yeah. Skegness is on our East Coast. Nice, man. Evening, Alan. How you doing, buddy? Skegness is a gay bar. Classic, right? That's Storm's hangout. The Skeg. Just kidding. Tanya, yeah, it's holiday place. It's the shithole. Right. Okay. Cool. Shithole. I love it. Shitholes are great. You can have a lot of fun in shitholes there too. So right on. Yeah, so what I was just saying is the guy who, one of the younger brother of the Boston Marathon bombers, they were a younger and older brother. The feds just decided to take him off of a death sentence and give him a life sentence. So he's not going to get the death penalty. And yeah, he killed his own brother. This is true, man. He blew a lot of people up. I think they killed 3, maybe 4 people total, two cops and 2 people who were watching, but quite a few people, like in the hundreds, had like maiming injuries, limbs lost, that sort of thing. Pretty nasty. If you ever want to have a good viewing, look up some of the pictures from when that happens. There was journalists right there, so the photographs are of the highest quality. He hid in a boat waiting for global warming to save him. Yeah, and cup of tea. There was a state trooper who who pulled out his cell phone and took a picture of. I think the kid had his shirt up, showing that he didn't have a weapon, and there was a red dot sight on him, and the statey took a picture and I don't know, got to the internet somehow, and the fucking statey was fired for taking that picture. But they should have blown the kid's fucking head off right there and then anyways, but that's enough with that. Did he do it, or was he in another FBI watch list? They said he did it, man. We're set up. Yeah, I don't know, Kevin, man. There's a couple years prior to that, there was some murder in Waltham. A couple of weed dealers got killed, and then there was a bizarre thing that happened in Florida with somebody who was associated with these guys. Yeah, there's a lot to this, more to the story than two guys filling up a pressure cooker with explosives and nails and ball bearings and dropping the backpacks behind a crowd full of people at the Boston Marathon. Yeah, the layers of it are go a lot deeper than that, you know. So I'm all for investigating and questioning things, of course. They lit up the boat. Yeah, they sure did, man. They sure did. There you go, Kevin. All back. So excited. Must rejoice. Hallelujah. What up, Georgie? Cool. Hey, what's up, American Rebel? Good to have you. Storm. Yeah, Manchester, right? That, I guess you're referring to, I think, the concert, right? Storm, I think. Anyone else wants to come on, please click the link in the chat and go ahead and join me. Yes, secret agents do all this, bro. You have to be suspicious. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for being suspicious and questioning everything. You can't always believe what they tell you. And then some other times you can't find answers otherwise, you know what I mean? So it's just it's a shit show no matter how you look at it, man. You want to know everything, you want to know the truth, but as far as what happened behind the scenes and the layers of people and that we never know about, maybe we'll never will know about them. Oh, cool, Biscuit, getting some din-dins, or whatever you call it over there. Late one is supper, or early is dinner, whatever, something like that, right? Hey, there's a good buddy. Bring him on. You ready? You ready, Aphid? You good? Yeah, cool. All right. What's up, man? How are you?
What's happening, man?
Nothing much. Good to see you again. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you know it. Saturday night, what else would I be doing? Hanging out with Smoke Steve.
Right on, man. I see you have my picture up there behind you.
I do. It's only because it's just still refreshing. I guess it's not gonna go through.
Yeah, that one's gonna be on the internet forever. Yeah, I noticed you pretty promptly liked that tweet I made to Trump this week when he said that maybe the election should be delayed. Right, here we go. Right, is this the start of a bunch of shit from him? You know. Or is this or is he planting the seed of when it goes wrong and he loses that it was all, you know?
It's a lot of things and all of them are bad.
Right. Exactly.
No, but I mean, that was the day that the GDP numbers came out and they were like real bad and stuff. So
horrible.
You know, so I'm pretty sure, like I said, it was a lot of different things.
Yeah. Yeah, he tweeted that out like 15 minutes after the numbers came out.
Right.
Bizarre. I mean, is he just sitting there looking at Twitter while everyone else is fucking running the world? You know, Twitter. Yeah, fucking guy.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah. He's cool.
Yeah.
Make America great again.
Righto. What's that you're drinking, dude?
Shock top.
Oh yeah, cool, nice.
Well, because you can get a bunch of these shock tops for like $12. They put 15 in a pack, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's not like the craft brews that are like 15 for $4.
Right, exactly. But they're still they're a little bit better than like Milwaukee's Best and Pabst Blue Ribbon and Busch, Bud. No offense, but Bud Light.
Yeah, I know. 30 for 20. That's what I pay basically. So $30, not
Well,
30
see,
beers for $20.
that's not too much worse than I'm paying, really.
No, not at all. And believe me, I love kind beer when I have the chance to get it. I just, I buy within my budget, I guess, So
Right. Well, the more the merrier is the way I always look at it.
Right. Exactly.
If you got $5, make that go a long ways,
Yeah. I mean, if you have $5, you can pretty much get probably 2 40s and like a 22 of something really bad,
Right.
Let me see here. Who do we got? Biscuit Fapes is getting beer. Okay, cool. I love it, Biscuit. Right on. Hopefully more than 2. I think last week he said 2 beers. You ready, Syph? All right, cool. There he is. What's up, man?
Going good. You know that now Trump wants to have the election early. You hear that? That one? He's a mess sometimes, I tell you.
Yeah.
Love the guy, unlike you two, but he certainly is never a dull moment. Yeah.
He can be his own worst enemy, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people who are fans of his say that they wish he didn't tweet, that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He's not a perfect person. He's not anywhere close to being ambassadorial or what would you say, impressively presidential, but he runs a damn good macroeconomic economy. And, so many people want to do identity politics instead of looking at macroeconomic, economics. And it's, I whenever I'm live and whenever I'm doing this, I'm not going to go bonkers like I do sometimes on the bulletin boards, the posts, so I won't be an asshole.
I like when people are assholes.
Well, in writing, it's fun that we're allowed to curse on LiveLeak like sailors, just go haywire as long as you don't attack, racial attacks, doxing attacks, certain unmentionables you never attack.
Exactly.
certain tribal groups you never attack. And the TOS is very clear about what you can and can't do, and people just can't get it through their heads that you can't stick up graphics of other users and just humiliate them with graphics. You can't use their faces. It's a doxing form, and so many people want to do that, and they end up getting away they go.
Or your wife's face, or your son's face, or your mom's face.
You're not.
I've had them all done to me.
Are you not supposed to say, if I want to do that, I'm getting ready to do a big, way back in the 1990s, I actually had these tiny thumbnails of the bodybuilding period. I had a 6-year bodybuilding period, and the only show I ever won, a photojournalism student from the University of Florida actually, did this complete, little, journalistic effort that followed me, from my home all through backstage show. I'm a very low level. I never juiced. I never got massive, but I won this one local. It's a Division I show. Amateur bodybuilding is at 5 levels, and at the basic first level, a person is only competing against others in a city, one municipal area, not a county area, a municipal area. And I won this I competed against 3 other people. And I mean, it was just because the photojournalism student was there, and it was like the beginning first year of my efforts. I had this just incredible energy going into it, and the photojournalism guy was snapping these pictures of me backstage, which is totally not how amateur shows are done. It's always just the guys, pumping, everybody's doing their pose, all the posers are posing, and there's just not much to it. And I mean, but the way it happened, it was pretty exciting, and I mean, it was just the damn trophy was friggin', like almost up to my waist, this huge trophy for just this beating 3 guys in a competition. But so I was, anyway.
Did you grease up? Did you grease up with a bunch of oil?
Yeah. Did the suntan, the fake suntan, painted the suntan on. And I mean, it's a body sculpt. What happened was basically body sculpting. And, the old sport was swimming that I had. So I had a distant swimmer's physique. It wasn't a bad physique. But, I've said it before here. I was telling you, Aphid, you could probably whip me in a fight. And I have Smoke Steve's a friggin' collegiate wrestler. So you could just,
Is that right, Smoke Steve?
Yeah, about 15.
Not anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd take you about 15 seconds to break an arm or something on me, and I mean, so I'm not, I had a lot of strength but no power. All my joints are blowing out. I've got titanium in my neck. I've got rotator cuff surgery. I wrote that thing on the on triggerwarning.tv and then transferred it over to Alt Feed. The story about the pseudomatalung's deformity, where I had a crushed, bone in my forearm that was never medically treated. And so, I mean, I have all these little Achilles heels in my physique that make me not powerful, but I have a lot of strength. And anyway, that's feeding off you, Aphid Lip, on, I want to put into the whole collage of pictures, girlfriends, and I have 2 different wives I have pictures of, and I just want to do a LiveLeakers, release on that. That'll be a real trippy thing that, will be fun. But I've taken enough time talking about that, and we'll go in there.
That's all right. Yeah, no worries. Here's a classic picture here. Can you guys see that? There you go. There's a 6'2" man in the middle, Arnold Schwarzenegger, being held up by 2 gigantic people, Andre the Giant and Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, I vaguely remember seeing that before.
I thought that was you for a second, Smoke Steve.
No, dude. That was from fucking what was that? No. What the hell were they called? Conan the Destroyer.
Oh yeah.
Classic. So like there's levels of hugeness. Like Arnold was 6'2", 240, massive dude, huge biceps. Side chest pose was ridiculous. But when you put him next to Wilt Chamberlain and Andre the Giant, he was minuscule.
Right.
It's awesome, man. I love that kind of thing.
Andre the Giant was huge, man.
Aphid Lip, on the doxing issue, is it a no to put pictures up of your own, people in your own past, or
no? I'm talking about like when you wake up and log on to LiveLeak in the morning, and there's an account with your mom's name and her face on there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not fun. I'm sure. I bet that flipped you out. If that happened,
it didn't bother me so much. It bothered my wife a little bit more.
Yeah, sure.
Especially when she woke up and saw her face and her name on the account.
Yeah, that rant I did about a month ago, 3 weeks ago or so. I mean, that was not nobody else, but a guy was pulled up pictures of me off my LiveLeakers, submissions, and just put the most despicable, memes up on there on it, and it just pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what people think of me or if they dig up stuff on me or anything, but I got a family, and I can't just expect them to, hey, I'm gonna put my point across, and people are gonna get upset. It's not a Turkish Muslim Brotherhood hat. It's a skateboarding company.
Turkish Brotherhood.
It almost does look like
it does.
Like a Mullah Shriners type of feel to it.
That's the beginning of the coexist bumper sticker there.
Exactly.
Is that the flag from, what is it, North Carolina or something like that, with the moon and this?
I don't know. Yeah,
neither do I. Cool. Sorry. Yeah, Amrab says it happened to meet him on there also, George. So yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, there's some people on LiveLeak that are, I don't know if I want to mention them by name, but they're
no, don't. I would suggest not.
Right. They're omnipresent. Let's just say that they seem to be on every post, every 10 or 15 comments. These people are there. It's nuts.
Right.
I
Well,
always
I
wondered
didn't
if
want to make it when it happened. I didn't want to make a big deal about it because, like, that's their thing. You know, they want to see how it bothers you. They want to see how it affects you, and you know,
Yeah.
they wouldn't spend. You know, I mean, some of these guys were like, you can literally see when they get off work or wake up or whatever because they start making these fake accounts and doing whatever they do, and they go to everybody's page and sub them and then make comments, you know, with their information, so that way if they get banned, that information is still somewhere, you know.
Yeah, I
And
was
if you make a big deal about it, then people are like, oh, it must have been that one last night, let's see, what was that, you know, and they'll have my address or something, you know. Or I
Yeah.
didn't want to let them know that, yeah, that was my address or my business or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised to find that I was blocked by 23 people. So I found like I had found that because someone had just recently blocked me. So I go and I'm like, all right, I'll block him. So then I block one who's the recent guy, and then I'm blocked by 23. So then I try to unblock him, and it says no deal. So I mean, you can't, once there's a block in place, I think the block is like permanent.
Well, that all changed when the LiveLeak went to version 3.0 or whatever, because there was these groups, and somehow they figured out this workaround where you could have somebody part of this group and then kick them out of that, and then it would not allow them to go to their page to block them as well.
If we can learn the name of the channel management software, we could figure out how to do that better. All that we can do, I don't know if you've done it, but I've channel banned many of the obnoxious people without blocking them.
Well, when it first came around,
ban them, but there's other. Go ahead. Excuse me.
No, I'm sorry. You're still talking. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, just there's full on moderation capability that every channel owner has. Every user on LiveLeaks. Well, I mean, there are some complex operations that can be done, but one has to know how the software works. And for me to know it, if I could, I've never asked anybody, and I'm thinking of who I can actually ask, what's the name of that, you know, channel management software. And if I get the name of it, then you can cross-reference, look it up on the internet. I've tried to look it up on the internet by putting in various search terms for, you know, moderator, you know, management software in various terms similar to that, and I can't find what I want to find. But I mean, there's people that are invisible. You know, have you ever gone to threads where it'll say 7 comments and you'll see 2 comments?
Yeah.
That's people that are basically playing a leveling of, they've put you into a group where you can't see anything of what they do, anything.
Right.
And I mean, it doesn't bother me that they're doing that. I mean, because that just, I'm very low on the techie food chain, and I know it, you know, but I mean, there's people that are into professional management of entire communities of people. I mean, you know, every corporation, every college, you know, I mean, they all have, you know, IT people that are gurus, you know, in IT, and those people come onto LiveLeak as well as the average, you know, users, you know, that don't have real complicated IT skills, and you know, they're there and they're doing things at their level that are probably not, you know, they're just doing it at their level, which okay, so be it, you know, as long as I'm not booted for cursing at people.
Right. I mean, I've been on there forever, man. Like, I don't know. Well, forever is a relative term. I know that, but I don't know. I don't even know how long. It's outside of my memory.
2016 for me. Yeah.
I'm much earlier than that. And I think a lot of the newer people who are, I remember back to when they showed everything, all beheadings, when did he go to the switch? When the hell was that, when there was no more of the extreme violence? I mean, it happened in a couple of states.
No, I don't know. As far as the beheadings, and he felt like ISIS and those places were using it as a
right.
So I would say probably 2000. I mean, I could be wrong, but it seems like it was like 2015, 2016 is when
I think so.
ISIS beheadings and stuff stopped.
Yeah, remember the old days would have a list of countries across the top, and you could click on it to get war from each individual country, whether it was Iraq, Afghanistan.
Right.
There was go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead, man. I was
There's a big deal about the Australian mosque shootings. Those were up there for a while on LL, and then they were, everybody kept trying to put them up over and over again. It showed up, and over again it was immediately taken down, and and then things, the banishment of users began, of aggressive users who were just insistent on putting up as grotesque, stuff that as they could.
Right.
And I just sort of went with it. I understand that these international, IT regulatory bodies are more and more clamping down on it, and they're responsive to complaints, and and the advertisers get pressure put on them, and all of that. Everybody knows the deal, of what's going on.
And I think in New Zealand, it was a pretty serious crime to post that video on the internet now, or they made a law about it, but of course it is still available. I watched it not long ago because my brother had never seen it.
Are you talking about the mosque shooting with the first person one?
Yeah.
I ganked that one like right when it came out because I was like, this is not going to last.
It's still available on
is it?
Everybody's favorite gore site.
What is everybody's favorite gore site these days? Well, I guess you don't want to promote them on.
A lot of people think it might be the best gore site out there.
Best gore? Is that what it is? Or
there you go. Okay, fine, you got it.
Well, there's been several throughout the years.
Yeah. I mean, it's there. You just if you just search New Zealand, it comes up.
I think what that was when I got on LiveLeaks was around the time my dad died, and I think I was kind of like he was getting cancer, and it was a horrible time in my life, and I think I was like preparing because I knew he was going to die. So I think I was just like, it started out with like, looking at crazy videos on YouTube or whatever. And then I came across LiveLeak and I was like, whoa, what's this? I was like, wow, it's all here in one place,
Yeah.
But then I was like, man, there's like a community here, and, they were making community videos, and that's what kind of kept me around.
Yeah.
Because when I first joined up, I had this, do you remember that chick with the face, she was the first face transplant chick?
The one who got it eaten off by her Labrador Retriever?
Was it, or was it? It might have been.
It was a littler dog. Yeah, it was a littler dog. It was like a.
But it was like all swelled up, and like when she first came out and did the press conference, and that was my avatar, and then my soundbite. Because I think that was like the first website I went to where you could, if you go over your picture, it would play a soundbite, And I was like, oh, this is awesome, So I had the Price is Right losing horn, the dun 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 dun. And all I made was like just the worst comments to every video. And then somebody at one point, because I kind of like the community aspect of it, and at some point somebody had said something about, how it was a dick move that I had her picture and she's a real person. And I was like, oh, I felt bad, and I kind of wanted to get into the community, and I didn't want to be, that guy, So I changed it to I've had it as the Time Bandits. The Supreme Being is like flying through the closet in Time Bandits. So I changed it to that, and it's been that ever since.
I've gone through some different. Yeah, Time Bandits is a bizarro classic. I think I started out with like a popsicle, then it changed to a ice cream sandwich, then a breakfast sausage. I'm not sure. I think I might be on breakfast. It's just things that you can put in your mouth with a little like an oral like subliminal message there. We had these pictures for like a language program. And I was like, "Ooh, these are hilarious!" They're just individual pictures of like, for kids to learn. You can use pictures to help with learning and speech and stuff. And I was like, "These are really good for avatars. They're just so random,
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know what I had? I had a picture of some Marines that were all busted up, but telling jokes, but they're all covered in blood and laughing. That was a good one. But you couldn't see anything, so everyone's like, "Dude, is that a bunch of dead Marines?" I'm like, "No,
right.
They're fucking having fun. They're Marines. They're laughing, dude. They don't give a shit." but I had to change that. So I find the simpler, like one object, whatever it is, nice
Right.
and easy. You know what I mean?
Are you Smoke Steve on LiveLeak?
Yeah. You're aphid, right?
Aphid lip
Yeah. I mean,
without the yo.
That's mine, of course. That's me.
that's your OG right there.
Cypher this uses like a different name for each platform.
Yeah, I probably should, but I'm pretty mellow. I don't try to piss anyone off, and I'm not like, All right, let's bust into the comments, see what people are saying. All right, Kevin's got a couple of theories going over here. Kevin, continue.
I don't try to piss people off, but I just have that personality, I guess.
Yeah.
Cypher this is like, yep.
As I've mentioned, I'm erratic.
In the old days, I used to be really a kind of a mini troll, half troll, like always trying to pick at people's comments and pick shit apart. But I found that I don't have any purpose to do that. I don't know why I did that. It was like, ooh, I'm on LiveLeak now. I got to go fuck with people. But eventually that goes away,
Yeah. Not a constant.
Oh,
It's
and Reb,
nice.
you sick fucker. Bottom comment there. You sick bastard.
He liked the Mosk vid.
Hey, you know what?
How's that thumb doing?
It's good. I'm really bad with the gauze, so it's like giant. One of the tenants at one of my buildings the other day was like, Jesus, did you get a transplant? I'm like, no, I just suck at fucking wrapping the thing. All right, dude, mind your own business. It's not that
Tell me
bad.
you lost your thumb and they sewed your big toe.
Yeah.
And now your big toe is your thumb.
Did you see the story about the guy who's got a penis attached to his arm?
Oh.
His own penis got a disease ate it away, and so he didn't have any penis for about 2 years, and then a famous doctor of some sort, penis doctor, figured out that they would grow another penis and attach it to his arm, and they were supposed to have the operation, and different things prevented it, and COVID came around and that's delayed it. So this guy's had a penis attached to his arm for about 2 or 3 years. It's sort of funny, but not,
Right.
But yeah.
Well, hopefully it keeps growing, get some length in there.
Yeah. I think they said they got the skin for it. They got it from under his armpit. So sort of figure, go from one sewer to another.
Right.
not a sewer. What would you call it? From one dank, swampy area to another.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to put it. Cool, you got your. I know, 90s are back. I got my Zuffa pants. Oh yeah. All right, we got somebody who's really looking pretty clean.
Oh, yeah. Here we
He's
go.
about to come on. He's Mr. Clean.
Everybody's favorites here. Here we go.
Babes.
All right.
Clean on the outside, but I'm fucking furious on the inside.
Biscuit, and we got a kitty there. Hey, Biscuit,
Yeah,
where are the
he's got-
headphones?
My office chair snapped, so I can't sit
Oh,
on the desk.
no.
You got
your
good
sound-
sound. You got good sound. It's no problem.
Why?
Well, it's not cheap sound. It's back on mobile for comfort.
Yeah, I mean, it's decent sound, but Biscuit, your sound was like glorious last week, man.
I know it was. I'll be back on it when I get paid again, so I can buy a seat that can take my weight instead of just a cheap office chair.
Got you, man. Got you. That's cool.
I had a £30 office chair, and it doesn't take 35 stone very easily.
Yep.
No.
Right.
You don't look a stone over 32, if you ask me.
No.
Hold on 1 second, I'll show you.
I'm not sure what he's going to show us, but I want to know what he got delivered for beer, like the important things.
I didn't get fucking
yes.
delivered, that's why I'm furious. They keep pushing it back, the wankers. It was supposed to be
Oh.
an hour ago.
Son of a bitch.
What?
Oh, he broke that sucker, huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Man,
That's
did you get that on video?
that's
That shit
pretty.
must have
That's
been.
pretty.
That would have been funny
That's a
after
Chinese
that.
chair, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm forking out 300 quid for one that'll take my weight next week.
Mm.
Yeah.
You need one of those 8-legged chairs.
Yeah, I mean, they sell some badass chairs out there, bro. I'm sure you can.
Well,
find
it's 270 quid, and it says it's rated for 35 stone, and comfort ratings for 24 hours.
Yeah, good.
nice.
Yeah, good.
And it all reclines and stuff. That'll be super.
It has arms and everything, right? It's not like a
Yeah,
secretary chair. Yeah, I can't work out of a secretary's chair. I got to have arms on the armchair. Yeah, good office chair. That's good.
Yeah, it's got padded. I think they're billet aluminum arms.
Nice.
Yeah, it has them.
A real chair. Not just a cheap plastic piece of
Sorry,
furniture.
not aluminum. I'm talking like you guys, aluminium.
Aluminium. That's right. Aluminum.
So because Deliveroo's been a cunt, I'm on Ribena.
What is that? We don't know that.
Oh, it's like you got Uber Eats, haven't you?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or like you have Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we got Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's a bit like Pizza Hut, but it's a company that takes all the delivery places and puts it into one thing. Like,
yeah, we got Uber Eats, similar, I'm sure.
Yeah. We've got Just Eat, Uber Eats, and Deliveroo.
And Deliveroo will bring alcohol?
Yeah, they basically have riders that pick up from stores and stuff, but it's like twice the price.
Twice?
Right.
They don't charge you a percentage?
You got tip them on top of that, too?
So for a full pack of Heineken, I was paying £9, which is about $12.
That's nothing.
What?
Buck of beer.
$12 is not a lot for a 4-pack.
A 4-pack.
4-pack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To us, we're thinking 12-pack, like $12. That's good.
It's a 4-pack.
Yeah, okay. So that will be a $36 12-pack. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Crazy.
There was an option for your equivalent about $25 for 10.
Do they have Natty Light where you are? Natural light, natural. Yeah.
Do they got some crappy beer?
That's college beer. Real low. Just. Oh.
We call our nanny like Foster's.
Foster's, yeah, Foster's good beer. Yeah, sort of.
Australian.
Light beer. Was that directed at me?
I don't know.
No, that was too fast. I couldn't read it. Yeah, put it up again.
All right. Sorry. I'm too quick on the finger.
How often do you get gyro?
Often?
I personally, I never get a gyro.
Oh, they're good, man. Lamb's meat. Is it lamb's meat? Yeah.
I get one.
I'm not a lamb guy.
You more of a veal guy, baby lamb?
No, that's baby. That's a veal is a baby cow, man.
Oh, is it? I thought it was baby lamb.
Lamb is a baby lamb. The adult is the sheep.
Oh, is that how it works? I should have read all those books on the wall over there.
Veal is deer meat, isn't it?
No, that's venison.
Oh yeah, that's right. I know it's
every time I have meat of any kind, I thank the animal for dying for me and letting me eat its flesh.
Yeah,
it's very tribal of me.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I'm at Star Market, I usually sit down in front of the cooler with the meat and shit, and I talk to the meat and say thank you.
Would you like for me to take you home?
Right, exactly. I ask the meat if I can buy it before I buy it.
It always says yes, of course.
And if it doesn't say anything, you're like, yeah, that means I can take it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I try not to get too much of a personal relationship with the meat that I eat. I feel bad.
Oh, I don't mind. If I could, I'd kill it, cook it, and eat it all myself.
Yeah, me too, man. I love venison, and there's tons of deer around here. You know, but I just
Is there?
don't hunt.
I like to know. I like to
You
know
hunt?
exactly
You still
where
hunt?
it's come from.
Smoke Steve?
I don't hunt,
You don't
unfortunately. I should hunt, but
Yeah, sure is.
it's one thing I don't do.
Yeah, I did, as a teenager. Executed more than a few piglets and pigs, mostly hog and squirrel and dove. That was pretty much what I hunted. I was sort of mean when I was a teenager. I was, I haven't
Were
hunted
you,
since then though. Yeah.
were you eating what you were killing?
Oh yeah, always. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Never hunted just to.
Don't tell that to Hayden.
Well, every species you just named was either invasive or there's a humongous population of them.
Yeah, the hogs in the entire, southeastern, southern, southwestern hogs are just they're what do you call them? They're like infestations, like you said.
Yeah.
They're really,
Well, especially in Florida.
executed. Yeah. Florida, Texas.
Yeah.
We're getting the armadillos up here, all the way up in Missouri now.
Yeah.
They're like every year we see more
cool.
and more.
They're cool. I love armadillos.
I heard they carry disease a lot, though.
I didn't know that.
I've personally been hunting rabbits. I never got one, so I had to buy one instead.
Yeah.
Keep it as a pet. Of course.
No. I bought a carcass to cook.
Oh, bought a carcass. Yeah. the carcass market.
Right.
Well, actually, my local butcher sells them for $5 a piece.
Yeah, I'm making jokes, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That rabbit tastes great. I've had rabbit.
Only thing is, I boiled it. You know, I stink for hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boiled it.
Ooh.
Boiled it. It was a little white one. You boiled it with the fur on. I'm
No.
teasing. That's what they did. What was that? Fatal Attraction was that movie. You remember the movie Fatal Attraction?
I do.
That was one of the things that was done to the family, the nuclear family of the wife and husband. The spurned mistress, put their pet white rabbit into their big pot that was cooking up a stew, and she opened it up and screamed, "Ah!"
Hi, Amanda. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Aphid, about armadillos. They carry leprosy. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And they can carry it eternally without really showing any signs of it. And there's been cases where people have picked them up, shot them, killed them, and got leprosy from an armadillo. And,
Well, in their defense, literally their defense, you shouldn't be picking them up, really, should you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can eat them. I mean, you could eat anything, but
they're not.
Are
they harming anything? Do they damage any crops or?
I think they burrow a lot, like in your yard and stuff.
So they're like our British moles, then, that leave big mounds in your garden.
Possibly.
I guess I've never known them to come out of the woods much, but I don't live out there in the suburbs close to the woods, and so I don't know people like that.
We got moles. They suck.
Yeah.
Do they? Why?
Moles? Oh my god, they tear up your yard. Something like if you got grass and stuff, in one day they'll make I think it's 30 feet of trails, and they mound it up, and they basically separate the grass from its roots. And then a week later, all that grass is dead wherever they went.
Pocket gophers, too. I think they're
right.
called pocket gophers. Yeah. One of the fun times I had with, at one point, I had 2 dogs, and one of them was a Labrador black lab, and she hunted and got, like a pocket gopher out of its burrow area. And, I was running around with the 2 dogs. We had 2 acres at the time, my second wife and I, and living in a trailer, and we're running around. I was running around with the 2 dogs, just excited as they were about the pocket gopher. It's trippy stuff.
Pocket gopher. That is fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Pocket gopher.
I think that's what they're called. Somebody look it up. Somebody in Troll Central looked that up. Pocket gopher.
Are those real girls, Amanda and Tanya?
Yeah, actual females. Well,
That's,
humans with female names. So let's just go with that. Yeah, we had a.
this could be
I have a.
miraculous.
I have a vole. I think the one with the V, right? Aren't the voles are blind? Moles can see. I think. I don't know.
No, I think it's the opposite.
And then moles are blind.
Moles
Voles are blind.
only live underground. Voles, because we have voles, and they live above ground too, and they kind of make their way in like mulch. Like if you put mulch around your stuff, up towards the top. Because we had a bunch of them right behind this wall right here. We got a garden, and we put all our grass clippings in there to keep the weeds down.
Yeah.
And the voles took it over, and my wife's like, "You got to get all that grass out of there." And I went over there, and I started scooping it up, and all of a sudden you could see them squirming all over the place.
Right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I have. Because in our garden, I put a bunch of perlite and shit to loosen up the soil for the roots to.
Right. Voles.
And it's super loose, and you can see them running underneath these little, things are just everywhere going around. So voles.
They're kind of like in between a mole and a mouse. They're like a real little mole.
Yeah, I hate mice. So by proxy, I hate voles. Yeah, Dippy Derek's here.
Says he's got a. Unless I just don't have my glasses on, but he's got a dildo living in his front yard. Is that what he said? Get crazy, American Rebellion.
Dillo.
Dillo.
I love it. I love it.
A Dillo. Yeah.
Dippy
Very
Derek
close.
once again killing, and old Dippy Derek is
Oh yeah. Gray squirrel.
on this account.
Them's good eating. Gray squirrels.
I've killed one grey squirrel by accident.
But you're allowed to over there, right?
Yeah. Because they kill our red squirrels, which are endangered.
Right.
When I was again real young teen, about 13 or so, and I went out and I got like about 8 or close to like 10 squirrels, and I did everything. I did skinned them all and dressed them all out and got them ready, cut their little feetsies off and stuff. And
You never guess what I killed it with, though.
What?
Never guess what I killed it with.
Oh, what?
Well, it was about 40 foot up in a tree,
Oh,
and I didn't have a gun.
yeah.
It
You
was
used a slingshot. There it is,
It was
slingshot. I guess
marbles.
those wrist rockets, man. They can.
I got
do a
one
lot of
right
damage.
I used glass marbles as well.
Yeah.
Proper glass marbles.
So anyway, I take the squirrels in, and mom, makes squirrel and dumplings. She made fabulous chicken and dumplings. So make squirrel and dumplings. So I'm figuring she'll take the meat off the carcasses. Make squirrel and dumplings. And so she makes the squirrel and dumplings. When it's time to dish them out, put them on the rice. You lift the whole little carcass up. It's like, it tasted great, but the presentation was not,
Nice wrist rocket there, Aphid. All right, we got someone who wants to join in here. This is going to be odd, I have a feeling, but
That was powerful. Mine was just a little cheap thing.
let's give it a try. Hi, G.I. Joe. How are you?
Yeah.
It can't really
Always
be
anonymous.
the real G.I. Joe.
Yeah, got to stay anonymous. I understand some people got to do it.
Is that the old school G.I. Joe from back in the day?
No.
Hello?
Hi,
Oh,
G.I.
yeah, it does sound like him. Is it really you?
I'm running
Yeah, that's
some
definitely
kind of
him.
Echo. I'm getting a real heavy echo. Is there a way to clear that up?
Silence. If you're on 2 different browsers, silence one of the browser that you're not on, the StreamYard on. That might be it.
I got it. That's it. Perfect. How's my
Yeah.
voice coming through?
Great. Good.
Clear. Nice,
Well,
nice, man.
Sounds
good.
good.
I've been trying for quite a while to get in on this, but I can't seem to get a camera to run on my computer. I don't know why. I've got a can of the Zwicky or whatever you want to call it, the beer that red-haired woman drinks all the time. I thought I'd blow her mind.
Natalie, no shit. You have Zwicky? She calls it. What does she call it? She's
I don't know.
Zwicky.
I don't know how it's called. She says it differently.
DWEICH.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you for coming out, G.I. Joe, man. It's awesome to see that picture of a doll. and hear your voice.
I wish
And,
I had a video camera that would work. I've tried 2 different cams. I don't have a specific.
There's a way to make it.
Thing or anything like that.
There's a
That's
way to
okay,
make
man.
it work. GI Joe is to, do you first start off on YouTube?
No, I don't have a YouTube thing going.
You don't have YouTube at all. You
just-
do it on Twitch?
No, I've got. Well, let me see. What am I looking at here? I've got. Yeah, I originally saw your YouTube stream, and then I'm looking at it right now through StreamYard.
Right. The way I had a lot of technical problems for 2 or 3 sessions, and the way I do it is I click the stream link on YouTube. It comes up as a second link on YouTube. Then I copy the link on YouTube, close that second window, not a second link, a second window. I copy that link, close the second window on YouTube, and then I open up another browser and I paste that link into the new browser. And I use the Edge browser. It's a clean browser. All I do on that browser is LiveLeak and these live shows on StreamYard. And then once I do that, it comes up perfectly for me every time. So, just
it's most likely your browser, or it's a setting with allowing access with your. It's competing probably with your
with another program,
internet security, and
I've got I'm running it on Microsoft Edge on a Win 10 computer, but to be honest with that, I really don't go online with the Win 10 computer very often, so I'm pretty sure I have things turned off.
Yeah.
Restricting access and stuff.
Right.
Is this coming too good, or am I too close to the mic, or what?
You were good, and now you're getting dimmer.
Okay. Yeah, stay close, brother.
Okay. Anyway,
it's all right.
Aphid look good, man.
Thanks, man. You look good too. I mean, it's the best Beefo name.
Well, I see that GI Joe somebody has GI Joe on Leaked Reality right now. So.
You might have to go back to Beefo.
Somebody grabbed your identity, huh? That's not good.
Well, what is? I'm sorry. What's Leaked Reality? Have I been missing something here?
Leaked Reality?
So you guys.
It's been around for a while, actually.
Yeah, there's been a push for some people to go there.
Well,
some of the old timers that got pissed off and going there.
Nice cat there.
I think they used to try to pay you to supply. I don't know if it's still that way, but I think at one time they tried trying to give you money to contribute to the site.
Well, for what it's worth, for me trying to get into LiveLeak, I don't like the internet anymore, so I use a whatever you call it,
VPN.
VPN, and LiveLeak won't allow me access to the VPN. It signs me in, but I can't do nothing or anything. It's just locked out. And but I can do that with Leaked Reality. So that's why I was looking at that. It's just
cool.
I thought maybe you guys were on there too. So
I made an account when it first started up, but I haven't been back since. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on.
Well, it seems like there's more and more people over there. I don't know. It's just It's just like I say, LiveLeaks become kind of choked.
Hey, yeah. Have you checked out AltFeed, GI Joe? That's a new site. Altfeed.org. Aphid, jump right in, brother. Should I not be saying that? Why are you laughing?
No, GI Joe's made a lot of friends, and
okay, so I got you.
You know who I am, there, Smoke Steve? You look Steve.
Yeah, I know you've come in and out on the shows here and there over the years.
Never seen me on YouTube or LiveLeak.
Not recently, no, not in the last few years.
I quit about a year and a half ago. I just gave it up.
Yeah, I remember you from back in the day. You used to kind of come on the shows and stuff, like when Hayden was doing the live shows on LiveLeak itself with Graham, when they had 1,000 people watching every week, even more. I remember you from those days, right?
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Did you have a mask on, or were you gonna come on here just with your straight face?
No, I had a mask on. I was ready to go.
I was gonna say, I didn't expect you to just jump on with your camera on.
I can't for professional reasons. So.
Right. Understandable.
So I have to kind of be anonymous. I hate to do it, but I have to be. But I was gonna, like I said, I got that can of that beer that red-haired chick drinks. It's like I thought I'd blow her mind with that. It's like, hey, look what I got. Try this. Oh.
Yeah.
Is she in
do
there?
it.
Is she on the sidebar today? Is she in the Troll
No,
Central?
I don't know. Nothing. I sent her a
No.
direct message on Twitter. Nothing. So
Yeah, no, she's not.
So you
She's
guys
out.
know, though, I've been watching the show now for a couple months now. It's good. I like it. I thought maybe I'd jump in just to say something different. I want people to get bored.
Sure.
You know, you can only talk to each other so much before you start getting bored.
How you doing? How you doing with the lock-in? I know you've had
Well, you probably know. I had remember I had my wrist broken and had surgery on my wrist.
Right.
That was in 2016, the end of 16. And wow, that was loud. And then, but I had a lot of problems with that, so I haven't went much of anywhere. I always pretty much just stay inside, and so staying inside doesn't bother me. What bothers me is worrying about groceries. You know,
Right.
shit starts hitting the fan, and you got to keep a supply and all that stuff. Other than that, in fact, I just was out to get prescriptions refilled at my doctor, which he wouldn't do any other way. So I had to go in person, which really pissed me off because I didn't care about that. But the guy's not wearing a mask. He's siding with the other people who say that this is all Democratic ploy to fuck the country over. So I don't know what to take anymore. You know.
What do you think?
What do I think? I think that there's an actual virus. I think that I got it sometime early in February because I had a really, really bizarre dream, and then I didn't feel good for several days. And, I mean, from 8, 9, 10 days, I didn't feel good at all. I didn't feel like I had the flu, but I didn't feel well at all. So I think that there was something because I took my wife to town, and we left there and we went and stopped at a Vietnamese place, and the place was jam-packed with people. And I might have gotten something there. I don't know.
Right.
And so if I got it early, and I knew about this stuff in January, so I've been keeping my ear to the ground. But I think it's real. I think it's a virus, an actual virus, but I'm beginning to think it's not any worse than the other flu viruses, except for they're counting things in a bizarre way. Because even my doctor says they pay hospitals and stuff to count as a virus death, even if it's not, because they get extra money.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what do you think about the hospitals getting all filled up?
I don't know. I don't go to hospitals. I haven't been into one. I have no clue what they are. The old man next door broke his hip. Toward the end of last year, he broke his hip. So that was the last time I was anywhere in a hospital or anything. Was like in November. So I have no clue.
Yep. I mean, does seem to be a small percentage of people that do seem to develop seriously bad symptoms, like in a very short amount of time. So, and because of the high transmission rate, like the unbelievably high transmission rate, that small percentage can actually become a high number of people, which, like Aphid was just saying, can also then all of a sudden they're like, even though say 100,000 people got it, maybe 750 got it in a small area that are really, they're fucking dying, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes they say it's mostly old, but then you have random 40-year-olds who are dying of this shit, it's a tough one to quantify because there is no way to just say it's this, that, or the other.
Even when they're talking about the massive numbers, when you're dealing, I think it's like around 4 million now. You're talking about just over 1% of the population of the U.S. has that, and then the death rate, if I'm remembering, I did the math on it. You basically divide the number of deaths by the total population. And, in other words, the total population goes underneath and you divide it, and basically you get this fraction. And I think it's 0.0004. And then if you want to get a percentage, you move the decimal over 2, and it's 4/100ths of 1% of the population has died from COVID. So it's a tiny fraction, but it's still scary as hell. I mean, it is out there, and it's present in all of the elderly people. I mean, I'm actually a senior citizen, but I'm not particularly an at-risk person, except for the fact of my age alone. But there are plenty of people. I mean, when I go to I've started wearing a mask when I shop, because I can tell that they're scared people. And, it's just, okay, am I going to be a nice guy and not be an anti-masker just to show that I can do so, or am I going to try to put people at ease? So I put people at ease. I hate it, because since I wear glasses, goddamn, every exhalation is you get moisture going up. It's okay. I mean, I can see just well enough to take the glasses off until I have to look at the products that I'm shopping for. So I'm constantly putting glasses on and off. But that's about the only time I put them on.
Well,
another topic I had. I'll let you talk. I'm sorry, G.I. Joe. I did have lunch with my ex-wife again. That's going. We're starting to get more and more normalized and friendly, and it's cool. She won some award at work and was real proud of having that. And I was congratulating her. I like her a lot, but I think I told you, as much as I like and admire and value her, that wasn't reciprocated at a certain point. It was like, well, yeah, I ain't gonna take that. But okay, I'm done with that. Just quick report.
I was going to add to it. It's like where I live.
Get closer to the mic, Joe. We can barely hear you.
Sorry about that. I don't want to.
Yeah, there you go.
Like I'm mumbling, because I got it right up to my face. So how's
That's
that?
all right.
Yeah,
That's
better.
Better.
Where I live, I've went out. Whenever I've went out, I've worn a mask. In fact, I used to wear a couple masks, and it used to piss me off to no extent. You go into the grocery store, you go to Walmart, or wherever you go, and here are these motherfuckers walking around. You say motherfuckers on here? I forgot.
Yeah.
We can say whatever we want.
Fuck no! Don't say that shit.
No, it's fine.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Motherfuckers walking around, and they either don't have a face mask on, like it's any other day of the week, or they're walking around with a face mask on and it's hanging on their chin. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Either wear it or don't wear it. I mean, don't and they got signs up. You must wear a mask to enter. Everybody in this place has to have a mask.
Right.
It's not being enforced. So I don't get the point of it. I mean, do they want to keep this thing from spreading if it's a real deal, or are they just full of shit?
I think it's illegal. I think it's a legal thing where and plus it's you got like a 16-year-old kids bagging groceries. What are they going to enforce? Some 40-year-old man to force him not come in the front door because you don't have a mask on?
Apparently, where I live, they've got at least the Walmart one I went to the other day. The people were walking up without a mask, and there were people at the door telling them, "No, you have to have a mask on before we'll let you in."
Right.
I get inside the place, and like I said, there's people walking around. They got the mask hanging on their neck or their chin, or it's like whatever. It's like I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's wrong with. If you want to wonder why the spread is in the United States, that's what's wrong with it. In fact, where I live, the state that I live in, I've been watching the reports, and I saw when the first case was reported, like back in February. And it's like there was only one person, one case, and the state didn't do shit about it. They if he went to the hospital or something, they just let him go and never followed up on it. And now there's thousands and thousands in the state, and it's like, well, wait a minute, if we'd have shut down the borders, nobody comes in, you can go out, back in, nowhere. Would this be like it is now? Or like I say again, is this just a Democratic pile of bullshit that they're using to screw the elections over? I don't know. I know Aphid left here Democrat, so I don't want to pick you up.
I'm not a Democrat.
A liberal.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a liberal either.
You're a hybrid. You're a hybrid crap. You're everything.
Anarchist.
I'm a nothing. Yeah, anarchist. That would be the closest.
No, fuck that.
Nah, you're libertarian.
Well, yeah, the libertarian would be the closest thing.
Yeah.
Anarchist.
I just want to say hi to Biscuit Lips. I don't know who the hell you are. If you're on LiveLeaks, I don't know. I just want to leave you in the dark for Biscuit Lips. I mean, Biscuit Babes. Sorry.
You name. No, he doesn't like that. I can tell. Yeah, you don't.
was thinking, I saw Biscuit, and I was thinking, Mr. God's thing, that Biscuit Lips thing that he did. Somehow
That's
that came
Banjo lips.
Oh,
Banjo
Banjo.
Lips.
Yeah,
Banjo Lips. Okay, it's been a while. Sorry about that, man. I didn't mean to
yeah.
be a
Hey, that's Mr. God to you, buddy.
Well, Mr. God, you and I used to be people. We used to live like a mile apart from each other.
No,
But
Crazy.
we didn't
That-
ever really know each other at the time. But we actually lived about
Oh,
a
wow.
mile apart from each
It's
other.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was he the guy in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved his shit, man. He had a centipede in a box, and he was like, "There's a centipede," and I was like, get it, motherfucker!" Like I love those old like videos of people in their houses just goofing around, looking out at the forest, whatever.
He's still doing some of that. He's still around.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. My claim to fame was giving shit to what was that guy's name?
Big Shark.
The Big Shark. In fact, he lives about 120 miles, 130 miles away from me. Is where he was living at. But I almost went out there one time to meet him, but I was like, I don't know. He might be a ganger, and
Was this
was
this before or after you urinated on his face mask?
Did you like that? I made that face mask up myself. That was a lot of work. You notice though, Aphid Lip, he never showed up again with that face mask on after I did that.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah. Well, now he has. He was banned from the site. So he's.
Oh yeah.
So he comes back as all kinds of different names now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Maybe he just quit. I don't know. I don't go in there that much anymore because, like I say, I go in and look, but to participate I can't because I don't want to just sign in there because of all the bullshit people were getting doxxed and all that shit. It's like, nah, I don't need any of that crap. So I quit. I just up and quit.
Yeah.
And lots of double speak about our rules and our moralities and stuff. And, I was kind of hoping Hayden would pop in here. I'd like to talk to his ass too.
Yeah,
I'm sure he would enjoy that.
He could be invisibly listening right now.
Hey Hayden,
it could be.
listening, Hayden. How's it going? You bald son of a bitch.
I just DM'd him that you were here, so maybe he'll.
That'll get him out of bed. Oh, yeah, Joe's there? Let me put my pants back on.
Right.
I don't think.
Yeah, but in all likelihood, he's still probably fucking doing something. The way that guy goes, he just goes
don't
and
sleep,
lives.
man. It'll be like 11 o'clock, and I'm getting tired, and he's still up.
Huh.
Yeah, exactly.
So did he and his sidekick
Graham.
Graham, did they catch the virus? I thought they were both sick at one point in time.
I don't think so.
Not with COVID. I think they've had.
I think Scotty had it a couple of times.
They've had some problems, but I don't think COVID.
Okay. Oh,
No.
okay. Well, safer. Thanks for giving me the answers that I was asking for earlier.
I think it was AIDS.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So is Graham Hayden's kid, and Graham took over LiveLeaks? Is that how it got so weird?
No.
No, I don't think Graham's not even on live.
No.
I don't think.
No,
Oh,
he's not
fuck.
his kid. No, they're just they're creative buddies, I think, and I think they're a team that way. That's about it.
Just curious, Biscuit Vapes. How much is it going to cost to get you to shave your eyebrows off again?
Oh, so you have been watching?
I don't
I've
think,
been watching.
I don't think the entire chat and this entire thing has enough money to pay me for the eyebrows again. And there's no guarantee I'll get it. Like I didn't even get.
Did you ever get a T-shirt from him?
No, I didn't get a T-shirt. I haven't got a fucking cup either.
Damn, that's not right. You got to get a T-shirt.
That was some.
I didn't get nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Shit.
Damn.
I'll have to talk to him about that.
Does Herr Frau show up here anymore with her little German outfit?
No.
No, not in the last 3-4 weeks at least.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just lately I just been seeing like you three guys and somebody else. Who else? There's somebody else that shows up here all the time.
Like Chris Metallica guy. What does he go by now?
Natalie's here. Jen-
Chris.
I saw Chris on some other show. I forget which one it was, but he's around and about. He's doing some cerebral stuff. I think he's he's a thoughtful guy, good guy.
Hey, I saw a few of those shows. I mean, you guys had like eight people or so on here.
Yeah,
We have 10, I think now.
Yeah.
Really?
Can have 10.
10.
Yeah, he's out, man. He's out. He said no way. Sorry. He thinks it's cool that you're here, GI Joe, but
I don't even know who he is.
I'm talking about
Hayden.
Yeah.
Oh, Hayden.
Sorry, bro. He's not gonna make it. My bad.
You know, that breaks my heart. I feel so bad. I wanna go in the toilet and crank one off. I feel so bad.
Okay.
Cheer
Away.
myself up.
There you go.
Well, anyways, I won't take up you guys. I don't know what else to talk about, unfortunately. I just
Thanks
wanted
for
to
dropping
try
in.
this out, say hi to you guys.
You're a legend on LiveLeaks, man. So.
Oh yeah, right.
Hey.
You know, the Beefo account was started like in 2013.
Yeah, I remember Beefo.
Yeah,
I don't remember
I've
Beefo.
been in there since 2013.
It was when you it was when you were accused of stalking Jackie that you changed your name to GI Joe.
Fat Jackie. Oh my God.
What? You have a fan.
I mean, you were quite the fan of Jackie. So I mean,
liked her. I liked the way she laughed. I liked her sound of her voice. She looked nice to me. I mean, I don't like big, huge tits, but she looked nice. And I don't know. She sure got a bug up her ass. So.
I like big huge tits.
You know,
you like a little more testosterone in your women, GI Joe?
What I don't like about huge, big tits is when they lay on their back, their tits flop under their armpits. It's like, well, then you got nothing to lay on top of. The pillows move to the side.
Well, if I remember correctly, your biggest problem with Jackie was that she wore sunglasses.
Yeah, because I know, the German woman, whatever her name is, Anna or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm the one who got her to take her sunglasses off. Remember how she still had sunglasses on?
Yeah, she did.
Take
She
them
always
off.
did.
Don't hide yourself. She did.
Right. Yeah.
And then after that, she got more popular with stuff. I mean,
She's brave. She's pretty brave. Yeah. Got some out there ideas, but pretty brave.
Yeah, I mean, I caught up with her recently. She said she was no longer in Germany, but she would try to come on. But she's her internet is shit. I don't know, man. She's all over the place, but she was great.
From what I saw, I think she's on Leak Reality again. And from what I saw, she lives in Bulgaria now.
She's posted a little bit on LiveLeak lately, just a little bit, but she's around. LiveLeak as well.
Would move to Bulgaria, but maybe she's probably working at a potato factory making potato cans.
Oh no!
Potato cameras. Bulgaria.
Potato cans.
That's one of his favorite things.
That's right.
Just curious. I mean, I know who you are on LiveLeak. Smoke Steve, were you on LiveLeak somewhere?
I used to watch a show. I wasn't a heavy commenter, but I dropped some.
Right?
What's that?
You won't say who you were?
No, I'm Smoke Steve, man, all the way through the years.
Because I never seen it on there. How about Biscuit Face? What were you on LiveLeak? I think he's not there.
He froze. Yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah, Biscuit froze up. Maybe he's getting a delivery.
I think he's looking for.
Hello, back.
He's back.
Oh.
I was never on LiveLeak. I was just chatting to Deliveroo because I still haven't delivered my order.
Oh, cool.
And they won't give me a fucking refund either.
What?
They won't give me a refund either at delivery.
They gave you the wrong order?
No, they won't give. They're not even delivering it at the minute. They're waiting for a rider to pick it up. So it's 2 hours now.
That's a long time.
Damn.
Aphid was asking
It said 15 minutes when I ordered it.
Would you order a pizza?
No, 4 cans of beer and pack of M&Ms.
Oh man, M&M's. I love them fucking
And I
things.
spent 20 quid on that as well. So I'm not. It's not like I've spent a little amount of money on it.
That's beer. What kind of beer is it?
Just four cans of Heineken.
Wow.
Heineken beer. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother's down below struggling to get his shit together. He's got, but he's working at it. Keep at it, brother. Maybe you can come on.
He got on real. He got everything all together and sorted it out a couple of weeks ago, didn't he? Or
He did. He got it, and then his inflatable Tyrannosaurus Rex, which you guys have seen me posing on in the pool with the tail coming up between my legs. That started blowing across the lawn, and his silent dog, which never barks, started barking at the fucking thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I'd never heard little Louie bark. I'm like, is that even your dog? I mean, he doesn't bark. But once that Tyrannosaurus started bouncing across the lawn, Louie freaked out. He
too
was
over the top, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he's funny. Like we have one of those little gripper extension arms. It looks like a lobster claw.
Yeah.
He thinks the thing's alive. He's like going after you. He's like, it's coming for me. He doesn't know that you're like controlling it with your hand.
Is he a water spray dog too? I love water spray dogs. The dogs that'll try to bite a water spray and they'll chase it across the lawn. And
he chomps at water. They set up a kiddie pool for him. He attacks the water like he's
that's hilarious when dogs do that.
So goofy.
My dog runs inside with his tail between his legs as if there's a slight shower outside. Never mind the hose.
Oh
no shit, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, not a dog story, but
those staffies, you never know about those things.
What, Joe?
I was going to say not a dog story, but a cat story, because I remember a couple weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago maybe, I was watching you guys talk, and I was listening to what you were talking about, Cypher, is your cat. You used to have a cat a long time ago, and then the cat that you have now came to you?
Well, I adopted it out of a shelter. Yeah.
But it's like your old cat, right?
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be. I tend to like to wishfully think that it's the same consciousness.
Well, I have had cats my entire life, and I've had cats that look exactly like yours. In fact, I have one right now.
Tiger tabbies, yeah.
Tiger, his name is Tiger, yeah. And the last one I had just got sick all of a sudden. I don't know why. He got sick, and he just kind of lingered away and died.
I'm sorry.
And, the wife was saying, "I want to go get you another cat. I'm gonna get you another cat." I said, "No. If I'm to have another tiger, he will come to me." And about 2.5 years ago, I was outside for something. I don't know what I went out in the front yard for. I don't hardly ever go out there, but I went out there in the front yard. And this dog was mauling like a little cat.
Oh,
and I yelled at the dog, and the dog let the cat go, and the cat kind of came to me as I was calling it, but it was limping really bad. Then I thought, well, the dog broke its leg or chewed its leg off because it wasn't walking right. So I took it to the vet, and the vet said it's all hereditary. It's got 6 toes on nearly all of its feet, and its left back leg is on backwards. So when it sits, its paw is upside down.
Whoa!
And he kind of walks on the elbow of his leg. But
right.
He's fine. I mean, he can run. I mean, he's healthy.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with him. Yeah, that was my tiger. And the thing about it is, he looks just like him. He acts just like him.
How cool is that? Isn't that a great,
Yeah.
He's 2.5 years old then?
Yeah, just about, I think.
Oh, that's so cool. That's a great story.
I thought I'd let you know that, because it's like, about that. It's like, wow, I got to tell this guy that story about my
That's a great story, yeah. Thanks.
So it could be the spirit of the cat, because,
Yeah.
I love my cat so much, and then it's like this thing comes out of the blue, and it looks like him, got the same, does the same little things with his face, and plays the same and everything. It's weird. It's really weird.
But my first tiger was an indoor outdoor, and I mean was a squirrel, or I mean a true hunter. So these cats that I have here, Tiger and Beast, have never been out of this condo except to go to the vet. I mean they've been in 9.5 years now. They've been out of this condo maybe a total together, of 5 hours. I mean, it's 8 hours, 10 hours, and that's it. So they're indoor cats. So I can't see like behavior, but the female, my tiger is female, and the incredible personality, in the cat. It's great stuff. I mean, she's just got a broad, more than, I guess a lot of people like to think that their cats have more personality than most cats, but I think that she does have more personality than most cats.
Yeah,
Great story.
we got 4 cats, and now we got 4 cats. One time I had 8 cats. We got 4 cats now. They're all indoors. They don't go out, period, ever. And the oldest one's a all black cat, and he's sitting right next to me. He's hitting just a little over 19 years old right now.
That's aged.
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried about him because he's really getting bad.
Yeah.
But he's getting senile. You can tell. He walks around and kind of meows and stands there and looks like, well, now what?
What next? Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, nothing wrong. People say that, you shouldn't keep a cat indoors. Well, it doesn't hurt them at all.
No.
In fact, because the wife's furniture, I'm going to mention something piss people off. They don't have any claws on their front feet,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they can't tear furniture up. And they say, oh well, the cats suffer from that. I've never noticed a single thing about that in any of my cats. In fact, you get them home from the vets, and 3 days later they're running around like there's nothing wrong with them. I've never seen an ill effect from that. As long as they don't go outside, they don't have to defend themselves. So they're really,
Right.
I've never seen an ill effect from that, even though people say don't do that. But
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's okay to do it.
I'm just saying,
Yeah. That's
'cause
okay. It's okay. Yeah.
we've stunned Smoke Steve and Biscuit Vapes into comas.
No, I'm
It
following
looks like
the chat.
Biscuit Vapes is locked up again, I think.
Oh, did he?
No, I think he's just not moving.
No.
Maybe his beer got there.
Well, he moved. All right.
It looks up every time I go into the chat with the Deliveryoo. I'm just trying to sort things out at the same time.
I'm
Cool.
just gonna connect somebody and see if they're there, and then if they're not, we'll remove them. Hey, creativing. Can someone say that? What the?
Create dividing us.
Create dividing us.
Create dividing us.
Are you there? Hello, create dividing us.
No, he's trying to be there. I saw it go to mute, unmute, mute.
I think
There's
that's
activity.
Has he got his own StreamYard going? He's put a thing in chat. I think he's got his own stream going.
So I send a link to a private chat so you guys can join the stream. Adam streams after this stream.
Yeah. Well, thanks for inviting us.
all
No
right.
problem.
Okay. There you go.
Who is that? I thought maybe it was Frankie for a minute.
I don't really know what just happened, but I'm gonna say
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Somebody's promoting himself.
yeah. He's coming to my pathetic chat. He's trying to steal people from my 2830 pathetic fucking chat to his pathetic chat. I mean, come on. There's got to be something better out there, dude. I mean, we don't have much here, right?
That's pretty weak.
Weak sauce.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'd love it if the guy wanted to come on and actually talk. Talk with us, chat.
Yeah, he was able to talk.
You guys,
I'm going to lock up again. I'm just going to check my chat.
What? Yeah. Okay.
What's that?
I think he's bailing. I think.
He's trying to go get his.
What were you going to say, G.I. Joe?
I said you guys know who Frankie is?
Oh yeah.
McDonald, yeah.
You ever hear my impersonation of him?
No.
No. Okay, here we go.
I haven't done it in a while. Let's try it. Attention, people of North Carolina, South Carolina, East Carolina. The wind's gonna blow tomorrow. It's gonna be windy and it could be raining and everything else like that. Thank you.
That's about right.
That's right.
We ran across one that in a upload where police officers had shot a perpetrator, and one of the guys was asking for a medic, and the way he was asking for a medic sounded just like Frankie, and one of the people in the comment section, said Frankie at 30 seconds or something like that, and it was funny as hell. It did. It sounded just like that. Yeah, it sounded like him.
I don't do any money. I do impersonations. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's okay.
Only one I could do that you might know.
That was good.
Wow.
Man. That was good.
He's done well for himself, and that's pretty cool. His dad's a cool guy. I've studied that. I never did buy one of those bobbleheads. He had the Frankie bobbleheads and some other merchandise that he sold too. But
I almost bought one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
He's a great kid, man. He's got some issues and stuff, but he has confidence and he doesn't hold back. I think it's just a wonderful thing. Personally,
it is. It is.
There's a guy on a game thing that I go to every so often who I guess he's got cerebral palsy or something like that. I don't know. You can't hardly understand what he's saying, but he's like has his own situation. So he's like the leader of his own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, he gives out the rules of what's going on. And
there's a guy on Twitter called Crypt Daddy, and I think he's been banned. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he was on for a long time, and he had, I don't know if it was muscular dystrophy or another wasting disease of some sort, but he had this incredible, raunchy, satirical, delivery where he would just savage people, with his humor, really, really rough humor. And I haven't seen him. I think he was banned, but I can't say for sure. But Cripp, CRIPP Daddy, Cripp Daddy.
I believe his name is Donovan Cripp Daddy, right?
Yeah, and that sounds right. It's been 2-3 months since I've seen him, so I forget, after a while.
Yeah.
Details.
I think that actually Hayden might have had him on for a live stream.
I think he did. Yeah.
That was a good one, man.
I missed it, but I think he did.
Whatever happened to that red-haired goober up in Toronto or whatever? Guy with the real short red hair. He was always doing really bizarre shit on LiveLeaks.
Huh.
Think of his name. He was on LiveLeaks. He had short red hair. He's always rambling about something. I think he lives in Toronto or something like that. The corpse guy. Yeah. That guy. Yeah, he insisted that everything be deleted, and he was very, very angry. And I mean, not too many people call his full name. I always do some. If I mention him at all on LiveLeak, I make a few words to the killer of corpses, like that. And so I'm not saying his name actually. But yeah, he was real mad about his likeness and his videos being used without, him when he was trying to. I don't know why he couldn't delete everything, but for some reason he couldn't delete. And he was, he had some, epic fits about it, online. Yeah, that's another reason why I kind of have a big thing about not show my face or who I really am, because I don't feel like getting professionally screwed.
I'm retired, so that's and where I live isn't really conducive to somebody being able to on street. I'm up on multiple floors up, so people can't stalk me on the street. People, if they dox me in any way, they can't really attack any financial aspect of my life. So other than just be pissing me off about, mocking me in some way calling me something that I'm not, and slandering me, they can't really cause me any financial harm. So I'm not in any danger from being doxxed, but I really don't like to be doxxed. It
Yeah.
pisses me off bad.
When I called biscuit vapes biscuit lips or banjo lips, you guys know who banjo lips, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember the banjo lips guy? He copied one of my first time I attempted to go live on anything. I had my face completely covered with tinfoil.
I
My
do
whole
remember.
head.
I remember the
He
tinfoil.
posted that one. Wow, that's who it was. That's me.
That's
He put all
good
sorts of
stuff.
bird sounds and stuff on it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Umaguma soundtrack, if I remember, part of the Umaguma
Right,
soundtrack.
yeah. Well, that's who that was.
Pink Floyd's Umaguma.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fun stuff.
Yeah,
A lot of fun stuff on,
There's something last week about in an underground in like London Underground, where they have like subways, trains.
You talking to me?
Everyone.
underground what?
They've got underground trains in London. J.K. Rowling.
yeah.
They had a poster up for J.K. Rowling, and they removed it because apparently all it said was "I love J.K. Rowling," and then they removed it because it was transphobic.
Oh yeah, they've been at her. The cancel culture people have been, trying to get her.
Yeah, but all it said was "I love J.K. Rowling." What's transphobic about that?
Nothing.
She did $1 billion books. In fact,
That's some sad testament to some of the stuff that's going on in today's world. The intersectional muscle that's being wielded is pathetic. Sorry to say, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody that's on the stream, watching the stream, thinks differently, but it's just disgusting what they're doing. It's crazy stuff.
It is. It's fucking disgusting. They're still going on doing their rioting shit and stuff in Portland and Seattle, and the people up there, the mayors and all that stuff, are saying it's all okay to destroy stuff, burn stuff down because you're all pissed off. That's retarded, man. And it's spreading out, here, there, and everywhere. Where's it going to stop?
To a degree, it is. Yeah.
I wish, of course, it'd be a dictator, but if we don't have a dictator type thing happen, then we're going to be ending up under a dictatorship of some socialist stooge. I think Trump needs to put his foot down and say, okay, enough of this shit. That's it. National Guard, or the Army sniper scopes, pop somebody's skull open, and this shit will stop.
It's a slippery slope, you're trying to put people at ease, and if they're too aggressive and they're too dogmatic and they're working off of a certain type of dogma that they don't ever stray from, they never stop the narrative. It becomes so fixated and narrow with tunnel vision that the broader population's rights and privileges in a free society start being infringed on. And there's always the few. You want to always bring the few as close to being mainstreamed and treated fairly from a legal scenario as you can. But when you start giving them exceptional privileges, especially statutory privileges and rights that are above and beyond the common privileges and rights that are spread out across the whole spectrum of society, it becomes a different layer, a different, they're trying to make themselves a permanent, superior class of people that have special privileges and rights above and beyond the normal statutory rule of law that protects our safety and security. And when that happens, you get into some strange scenarios that are occurring right now. You have one class of people that's apparently just defying all medical authority, all civic authority, all criminal justice authority, going out in the millions I mean, it's a small number of millions. When you look at 350 million people in the country, you might have 5 to 10 million people doing their thing out there in demonstration, in aggressive demonstration, where they're starting to get into, confrontational demonstration, belittling, law enforcement, property damage,
Right.
violence,
Violence, destruction. Yeah.
and that class of people is being allowed to be out there without anyone saying you must not do this because you are spreading COVID-19, where everybody else, you cannot go to work now. You're quarantined. You are, you cannot congregate in bars. You cannot go to restaurants. You must wear a mask. And I mean, that works great for the people who are doing the aggressive demonstrating, because bizarre, you're giving people the order to mask when, masks are exactly what they want to have on in order to do, countercultural stuff that's aggressive and violent. And It's weird stuff, I mean, there's a point where it's not at all peaceful. And I mean, the argument from the leftist side is, oh, well, First Amendment rights and right to protest. Well, the average person who understands that you got to, flatten the curve, and you got to try to, do what medical authority says to do, and civic authority says to do, civil authority. You've got civil justice and you've got criminal justice, and the two justice systems are, when you do a wrong in civil, on the civil side, it's a tort. When you do a wrong on the criminal justice side, it's a crime. So you got torts and crimes, and the people that are out there demonstrating is like, fuck torts and crimes. We're going to do what we want, and it's crazy stuff. I mean,
there's too much. Yeah. There's too much ambiguity in what is illegal. These fucking people can't be destroying things and blocking traffic, and there's such a huge amount of things that they're doing that are not fucking allowed, but yet they're fine if they want to protest. But they need to do it in a manner that is not breaking laws.
Well,
and
yeah, right.
This is the problem.
Even the protesting, yeah. I mean, they should be, if they're going to protest, they should be 6 feet apart with masks doing the protest. I mean,
correct.
I mean, of course, it's state to every state, has, part of what's been going on the federal level, and it's a little bit, there has been some issue with guidance from the federal level, the administrative federal level, but this at each state level, there's supposed to be that guidance coming from the executive side, from the governors, and many of the governors are not, they're not parsing out and sorting out what needs to be shared with the populace, with the constituency, in order to lend confidence and a firm guiding hand. And it's pretty weird. I mean, I think we got some governors out there who are literally stoners, who are just, they're almost back in the 60s with their with their theories and their philosophies. It's strange stuff,
Bastards.
Well, it's strange. It's bizarre. I can't wrap my head around it all, to be honest. I mean, that's why here, I mean, I get opinionated, and I probably take up a little too much of the time when I get on a soapbox like I'm doing right now, but I try not to be obnoxious, especially at live. It's a totally different thing when you're writing from behind a keyboard and you're using words that don't involve you. Like I'm looking at you right now, Smoke Steve. It's really not appropriate in any way for me to start shouting and cursing like typing curse words is. But curse words typed don't have that emotional affect, except, the person on the other end can take them as threats or as totally unacceptable. But if it's just generic curse words, and that's what LiveLeak allows, it's not over the top. Whereas if I were to start shouting and yelling curse words at any one of you right now, it would be you would be totally right in Xing me out immediately. It just would be. So I
Right.
mean, I know I can't do that.
Aphid, welcome back, brother.
When you're typing, I think curse words tend to be able to elevate the point you're trying to stress. If you're trying to put some sort of irate spin on it, using a few curse words can help put that point across. Whereas if you're just telling somebody a story in words, they're not going to get it unless you put like capital letters in certain areas to make them see that you really fucking mean that, you know, that particular thing that you're typing.
Yeah.
It's hard to show emotion in writing.
Oh, there's ways.
But like you said,
you can light somebody up. You can light somebody up on the message boards, man.
No matter what you type, though, it can be taken in several million different ways because you can't see your face.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to stay impersonal and just make general statements, then yeah, profanity helps with that. But if you're gonna get personal with people, then you don't have to use profanity. Like George is saying, you can attack. But
well, I'm guilty. I guess you could. I mean, I don't feel particularly guilty about doing it because, I mean, I came up through all the decades of my life so atypically that I was not mainstreamed for much of my life. I was not, you know, I had final business success in my 50s, but in my you know, mid to late 20s, 30s, and 40s, I was working in the trades, you know, and when you're a blue collar person in a collegiate town, you know, a totally university town, you're not given very much respect. I mean, I quietly endured that, and then when I had my final physical collapse around the year 2000, just before 2000, you know, I had a period of healing that had to go on, and then I had when, you know, the internet just got, you know, gargantuan, and through the 2000s, I watched and I began to try to debate and have discussions, and I mean, I was just savaged. People just trashed me, and I didn't have the assertiveness to counter them, and I would just sort of retreat, and over again I retreated and didn't start fine tuning my debate skills, and I've turned into a pretty mean spirited person in writing, you know, if I'm allowed to curse. And so I do attack people on LiveLeaks. Aphid Lip, I think, tolerates my presence there.
Nobody's ever hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I've never gone after
Awesome.
you, you know, and I mean, you've never gone after me. I would purposely not go after you. There was one guy who was a medic. He was a corpsman, a Navy corpsman, and he tried to engage me, and I just said, you know, you've been a Navy corpsman, and I'm not going to debate you because I respect your service, and there's that. And then, you know, we had I said, yeah, I know I probably bother you in some ways, but I'm not going to debate you. And then he said, well, I think he said I'm sensitive about my Marines, and then I wrote understandable, you know. So there's different people, and like Aphid Lip, that I would not. If I did discuss anything with you, Aphid Lip, I wouldn't curse at you. So I mean, I do have friends and people that I value and people that I respect on LiveLeak that I will always, you know, interact with, you know, in a fair and balanced manner, as Fox people say. But then there's other people that I just enjoy, you know, trashing them just as much as they enjoy trashing me.
yeah, exactly. That's what it's about. Hey, Aphid, who can we answer a cup of tea here? Do we know this? Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's probably it could be that Kamala Harris chick or whatever. I don't know.
I think it'll be Rice. I think it'll be Susan Rice.
It could be, or that what's that mayor of, was it Georgia or whatever?
Bottoms.
Susan Rice is an Obama insider, and I mean she's a bulldog, was a bulldog for Obama, so she very likely will be his choice. But
He knows her.
yeah, he could be. It could be what? Who was that just put that up? Let me go over to. That was on the cup of tea. Said the hey cup of tea. Yeah,
COT.
Kamala Harris. I mean, Kamala Harris is getting a lot of lip service lately and a lot of press, so it could be her. I don't think it'll be Warren.
How many do you people believe that Biden is just a tool? He's going to get in there, and as soon as he gets in there, they'll either get rid of him somehow or other, and he'll croak, and then
I don't think he can govern. Yeah,
move
I
up
don't
the
think he
chain
can
of command
govern.
after that. Whoever his VP will be the
if you watch him,
and you know,
yeah, I think it'll. I think
the demented old bat that runs Congress will take over as vice president.
Oh my God,
well,
that would be even worse.
That's the next step, you know.
Yeah, no, it'll.
If Biden is
I mean, I can't.
Vice president, he becomes the vice president in that case.
Aphid, what do you think, dude?
I guess that.
I mean,
I don't know if it works that way or not, Jojo. It might, but I don't think it does.
Speaker of the House, I think, takes over, the vice president spot.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's the third highest one in power.
Third
What do I think about what, Smoke Steve? What do I think about
what these guys are saying about Aphid, about Biden? Yeah, about Biden.
I think you're right. I think I am the most attractive person in the world.
No, about Biden's shortly shitting the bed after, and there being some kind of a transition to somebody else.
No, I think he got.
The bed?
I mean, do I like him? No. Do I think he got there fair and square? Do I think there's some conspiracy that put him in place to be at this point? No, that's ridiculous. That's crazy talk. I mean, Trump won because enough people went to the polling place and put his name down. That's just how Biden got there. Like it or not, that's just the way things are.
What about the fact that of the seemingly forgetful train of thought narrative that seems to be coming along here with him?
Oh, just like how he's crazy or whatever?
No, more like how he has dementia and he's old.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could, how many times have you heard on the other side the people saying that, Trump isn't, stable enough to be president either. So I think that whole narrative is pretty silly. I mean, we got two 70-something-year-old men, running for president, I mean, is it something to get excited about? No.
No. Well, I mean, if I think about what Trump said, he said, like, he grabs women by the pussy. And then I think about what Biden said, that whole story by the pool with, first of all, what did he call the guy who was going to beat him up? Like, I don't know, whatever. And he's like, the kids rub the hair on my legs. And
I don't even know.
You didn't see any of that?
Biden's on tape sniffing them little kids.
Who's got the TV playing in the background? Is that you, G.I. Joe?
No.
Or is that Biscuit Vapes? Biscuit Vapes, you
No,
got
nothing playing. Nothing in background.
Cypher this, you got something playing in the background?
I think he put his microphone and headphones right
now. I don't hear it. Now I don't hear it.
Did you hear that?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I did.
Something off topic here, real quick. Cause I just realized these comments are over here. I want to tell Last Dance that I do not run around with gasoline matches all over the place. It's a comment that Last Dance made like 5 minutes before. Just read these things now.
Last Dance is usually on point.
According to Hayden, Last Dance is the oldest man on Earth.
He is.
Which is just funny as fuck to be labeled that.
He's the only man to ever make it to quadruple digits.
So he's Nosferatu. He's the undead. He's the walking.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
His skin literally fell off 800 years ago.
So really, right? You get sounds like Aphid, like you really don't have a problem if Biden gets elected.
Well, what do you mean? Like,
do you think he's? You don't think he's like a pawn to be put in it? Because I remember when.
No.
I remember the 2016 election.
I think that's silly.
the 2016 elections, they had who was it? McCain. McCain trotted out that woman from Alaska, and as soon as he did that, I thought, screw that, I'm not going to vote for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was too. I liked McCain.
I always
Do you
wondered why he did that.
It
Do you
was
think
idiotic.
purposely to shoot his campaign in the foot so that Obama would be reelected? It was
No, because there's
His was the first.
yeah, his was
His
the
was the
first one.
first one,
Yeah,
yeah.
his was the first one anyway.
His was the yeah.
It was
Sorry,
Romney that
I don't
lost to
remember.
Yeah.
Obama.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't
But
remember.
anyway, no, there was there was just as many people that were excited about her, that Sarah Palin, that I mean, obviously, you're a conservative and you weren't happy about it, but there's plenty of people that thought that was like awesome that McCain picked her. And I thought it was idiotic because McCain was old. So usually you could care less who's the vice president. I didn't care that Pence was the vice president, but with McCain, even though his mom, I think, was like 100 years old, he still was going to be the oldest president. So it made a difference, and he had some health scares, and he died, so, but anyway, so it was like, no, am I going to, and Biden's going to be the same way, because even if Biden makes it to 4 years, his running mate is going to have a really good chance of having that leg up to be reelected. So, because Biden, there's no way he's going to run for 2 terms. He's a one-termer,
Right,
If
and one of the greatest questions presented by the press was to Sarah Palin regarding her foreign policy regarding Russia, and I think she said, "I can see Russia from my backyard," and that was literally all she had.
Yeah, she had a lot of zingers that came back on her.
She was an idiot.
Yeah, not good.
But she's not even close to the idiot. And she hasn't even come close to saying the stupid thing.
On another note, how do you guys like some nice drugs? Some I have blood pressure drugs and cholesterol drugs and neurological drugs. Oh yes.
Mucho drogos.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to take some right now.
Gabapentin there, Cypher?
Yeah, that's it. Gabapentin and tizanidine are my 2 go-tos, and PED, I forget what the full molecular name is for it, and I think it's got a cannabinoid in it. I made mention of my aches and pains in one of my threads, and I forget who it was. A nice person talked about this PED. If you put in PED, all cap letters, for sale, it's like fentanyl. I mean, real long molecular name, and I take those. It costs about $30 a month for 90 of them, and I take those along with the tizanidine and the gabapentin, and I stopped. I'm not going to go off on a Smoke Steve because it's Smoke Steve's International Pub, but I have stopped the drinking again. But,
I don't care.
But I don't want to get into that because it's Smoke Steve's International Pub.
I want to hear about Smoke Steve's drugs that he's partaking in over there.
Just some
Smells
weed,
smells a little peanut buttery.
No more peanut butter. Bro.
No more peanut butter, huh?
I don't know what I'm onto here. It's just some weed. It's good. It's a little leafy.
Good weed.
Oh yeah, this is Strawberry Diesel. Yeah, that's what it is.
Strawberry Diesel.
Okay,
the
that's
names they come up with these days.
800 milligrams of gabapentin. Thank you.
Yeah.
Two 400s.
Yeah.
Are you too, Giajo?
Yeah, I take about I take 3 of those a day. And
3 400s?
No, three 800s.
Oh, you get 800s in a single.
Yeah,
That's 2 400s.
I take take a couple 800 ibuprofen a day. I used to take Vicodin, but the pricks cut me off because of the asshole Trump move with the opioid crisis bullshit.
Yeah,
so I don't have any painkillers.
Opioids are wasting. I took those for 6 years, and I had a lot of residual fitness. Even when I had the physical collapse in the late 1990s, I was very, very fit, and I began taking opioids around 2002, 2003. Took them until 2010, and they took me off of them because I failed a urine test in 2010. But for those years, I mean, I slowly but surely became more and more heavy, and you know about the boulders that you have to try to poop out when you have the impacting. You know, I had that go on. I had horrible, problems gastrointestinally, and just it was a nightmare. So it's probably just as well if you're not taking those.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
did you have training and military related injuries or auto accidents? And I had auto accidents and sandlot football injuries and a bike injury where I did it to myself, just sort of like how skateboarders injure themselves a lot. I did it trying to do a bike trick, and I ruined my right forearm and wrist. So how did you do yours?
well, let's see. When I was a kid, I used to jump off of rooftops. I used to hang from tall trees,
I'd do
hang
it.
off the branch and drop. My hero as a kid was Evel Knievel. So when I got a motorcycle, it was jumping. I used to jump. I actually used to jump. I've jumped about 130 some feet one time.
Well,
and,
Cool.
Serious.
Trust me, I raced motorcycles. I've used to do flat track. You put your foot down, accidentally catch a hole in it. Well, guess what? You're gonna break your toe and your leg and everything else comes back. Right?
Yeah.
You hit it so hard, your foot comes around your heel. It kicks you in the back. You know you.
Yeah, that's.
I've done both of my feet like that.
That's the whole track where they drift right around the turns.
Yeah, you put one foot down and go around. Not like the little short tracks like they have. I'm talking about like quarter miles, half miles.
Sure.
110 miles.
Yeah, serious stuff. Yeah,
but,
so
you do that. I tell people, open your car door at 80 miles an hour and just roll on out to the ground. You'll know what it's like. I've fallen off at 85 miles an hour, at least then I know it for sure.
So numbers of breaks. Numbers of breaks. Yeah.
My back's been broken a couple places. I've got 3 or 4 ruptured discs in my back.
Oh, I'm just a piker compared to you then.
Yeah, I mean that's why I was taking lots of pills. And if I have any self-defense to my enthusiasm for certain people like Jackie, it's because I was on pills. I was heavily medicated.
Yeah.
I bet in a cold light of day I would probably vomit.
Yeah, I wish the bad side effects of the painkillers weren't so horrific, because I sure did love the highs on them, but they're deleterious, boy. They'll tear a person up. And
you talk about the boulder problem. The boulder problem is really easily solvable. You reach around with a spoon and you get them out.
Yeah, I dug out a few.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Wait.
That's a cold hard reality. That's a cold hard reality.
I got a bottle of vodka over in the fridge. I could just.
Man.
I got a bottle of vodka sitting next to me too.
Oh man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, G.I. Joe, that's great that you're out here. You're in the United States, you can say that much, right, man?
Oh, yeah.
He's in Arizona.
That's right. Aphid Lip knows.
All right, cool.
Aphid Lip's spying on me. Where's Topple to give Aphid Lip shit for spying on me?
Topple should come on.
Oh,
he's the man.
He's done a little bit sidebars trolling there. I saw.
I didn't
came in
realize
here
that
once.
shit was over there, but I see it now. Yeah.
Topple came in here one time and didn't say a word, and he was gone.
No, he was here for a while.
Oh, did he talk? I guess I was here. I wasn't here that time.
Might have been a different.
Hold on a minute. I'm bringing him up before he's even ready. Fuck that, because I don't want him to say I missed it. Oh, Topple!
Hey, there you are.
Topple?
Hey, man.
Holy shit, you're a real person, Topple. I don't believe it.
Oh, he's got the. He's a rookie. He's got his YouTube still on.
He's got a cool dog.
Topple.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. And we can hear your kids too.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's why I'm just calling in, just saying I'm too busy to talk to you. I got shit going on over here. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. The family
No worries,
stuff.
buddy.
Family stuff's better than old man You know,
Oh, great. That's great.
I'd rather hear your kids than hear more about Cypher. This is poops.
Cool.
Me too.
Well,
I'll never do that again.
Topple is the man. That was awesome. He got to show us that, and he'll hear this right about now. He'll start hearing what I'm saying because he had like a 14-second delay, but that's fine. All good. What kind of a dog was that? Anyone see? It looked cute.
I can't recall. It's tip of my tongue, but I can't quite recall it.
You guys ever see Shakes
It's
the
not
Clown? The movie Shakes the Clown?
Shakes.
I don't
Shakes
think
the Clown
so.
has
Is that the guy who used to jump off all the buildings and fuck himself all up and shit?
No, it was a movie made by Bobcat Goldthwait was the star of it. And they used to go around and beat mimes up. Well, anyways, there's a scene in it. It made me, because Topple, he loves me so much. I wanted to repeat the scene from the movie, and they showed this guy talk with his doggy. And he was a clown doing a TV show, and he had his doggy. And these two clowns were watching him at a bar on TV, and they said, the one clown said to the other, as soon as that camera's off, he's gonna fuck that dog. Topple. Sorry. Oh man.
No, that was good.
Thank you.
My wife commented earlier, but I missed her. Oh wait, there she is. Holy shit, I did miss it. When we heard about, oh no, come on, wife.
I think
she inspired my comment.
I think that's being written sarcastically.
So you can't do anything like put photos up here or anything while you're talking, can you? In chat.
Well, you can share your screen.
Oh, I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
What?
You hit the button that says share screen.
When you share screen, what do you share it with?
Huh?
I've seen that, and I've thought, can I get a picture up on share screen?
Well, you'd have to get it up on your, right now it's going to be your, let me see what happens.
Feed.
Let me see what happens when I share my screen.
I must be Hayden and then put pictures up and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, nice job, Nathan. Look.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't do that.
Huh?
I didn't do that.
I did.
I don't
Sorry.
have.
I was just messing
Cool.
with you.
Is that how that's done? By share screen and stuff?
Yeah,
no,
you share,
I did that.
You share a screen and the dildos come out.
He's got administrative buttons over there. Smokescreen land.
Yeah. Can you believe I have administrative buttons of all fucking people? They'll give
You've
me
come a
sense
long
to
way.
anybody, apparently.
Come a long way now. You have administrative buttons on StreamYard, and you got some techie abilities.
Yeah. I mean, earlier today, you guys know I'm working on the garage. I hooked up 2 circuits. I got 9 outlets in, and then I found out one of the circuit breakers needed to be changed out. I had to go to the Concord Electric and yada yada. And then when I pulled the breakers off, I noticed that the bus bar was a little corroded, so I had to get the proper emery paper and emery boards to clean them off. Of course, with the whole thing was off, so I had the whole house down. New breakers, the new circuits work beautiful. God, when you put that plug tester in and you get the green, you're like, yeah, baby! Because the old guy who owned this fucking house that I bought from him did some crazy shit, but sometimes you got to deal with that stuff, right?
Did you have the old knob and tube wiring up in there and stuff like that?
No, it's all plastic encased wire, all copper, no aluminum. Everything's good.
That's good.
Yeah, he just wasn't good with some of his connections and some of his you'll get an open. I got open neutrals on a bunch of plugs. I had to go in and fix. But let me bring my brother in. It looks like we have a visitor.
Oh, there
Brian,
he is.
what's up, dude?
Hey, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Here we go. No sound.
No sound.
He thought he had it. Fucking 2 hours
Just-
he's been working on this thing.
Maybe if you scream, just scream real loud, maybe we can
No,
hear you.
it isn't gonna work.
There you go. Oh, we hear you great.
No, couldn't hear you.
Boy. I love
You
it,
can hear
man.
us?
Yep.
You'll be back.
Is that his?
I've
Is it
red
his?
lip.
Is it his pool, Smoke Steve? That you're the picture up behind me.
That is his pool. That is correct.
Oh, as long as he's working at microphone. I was looking at the comments here that somebody named Morgan Evans said something about gabapentin, and he thought it was for epilepsy, but they give it to you to deaden nerves if you got a lot of nerve pain. Like you got stuff being pinched and stuff, it helps deaden the nerve pain, so you don't have a lot. That's what it's for. If he's still here.
Hey, Smoke Steve, there's somebody in the chat that wants to join. Send them a link somehow, or they're on Twitch.
Yeah, that was the same guy with the weird, the troll dude earlier, dude.
Oh, what do you mean he was a troll, dude? Did he come on here?
Yeah, he did some like weird spamming shit and was trying to get my people to go to his shit.
Oh,
I mean, I'll try it again. If everyone promises to stay fucking here, I'll give it a shot. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's see if he decides to stay with us.
yeah,
let me see
he's
here.
on Twitch, not YouTube.
Yeah.
Fuck, sorry. That's my brother. He's trying, dude. He's fucking panicking over there. All right, let's see.
Ah,
All right, dude. Here we go, Minervern. Click on that. If you want to come on.
yeah, but you put that in. That's what I'm saying. You put that in YouTube. He's on Twitch.
Well, it's supposed to come up on Twitch too,
Oh,
right?
is it? Okay.
Isn't it? Where is it?
Oh yeah, there it did. It came up on Twitch too.
All right, cool. It didn't come up on my. Holy shit! Now I'm getting edited. Getting buzzed.
It's fun. It's fun to get the
Good.
like Arminius and the weird people that come on and
Yeah, where's that guy?
mixes. I don't know. Mixes it
Oh
up
wait,
a bit.
here's the guy already down here. He's under a different name.
So
And what-
I'm back. So once you guys are done streaming, I'm gonna be in the whole stream, and then I'll send a link in to remind y'all so that you guys don't forget.
What are you talking about, man?
Oh, the StreamYard, Adam Raps.
What's the stream about?
Oh, he makes streams. Yeah, I go to his streams.
Yeah.
What country are you from?
Oh, USA.
You do you? What's the length of the bus that you ride to school?
Oh, I'm just gonna protect myself.
That's what I thought. That's the footage I thought it was.
Yeah.
Did
Do you have
use?
proof?
Wait, let me ask you a question. Did you used to come on here before under a different name?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know. Do you know what year it is? You know what year it is?
My 2020.
Okay.
Got
Well,
that.
he's gone.
That was good.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's
No,
back.
He's back.
He's back.
Sorry.
All right. It's
I
fine.
got the nerve damage. My finger slipped. My bad. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
So
It's
what? How'd you come across this show?
Oh, I tried looking for streams on Twitch so I can join.
Awesome, man. Well, I for one am very happy that you found us tonight.
Yeah.
What you got your own show going on, you said, after we're all done here?
Oh, it's not my show. It's someone named Adam Raps' show.
Oh,
Adam
gotcha.
Raps.
Adam Raps. All right, cool.
What's he famous for?
Well, he does stream.
Yes. We do
Do you-
stream.
Do you focus on a particular game on Twitch?
Oh, I don't, not at all. Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll think about that.
Right
All right.
on, man.
That's great, man.
What is that
All
guy's
right.
stream about, though? That's what haven't told us what his stream is all about. Hello?
Are you a member of Trigger Warning?
Well, not really.
Do you know about triggerwarning.tv?
No, not yet.
Alt
Not
feed.
yet.
Alt feed. Go to alt feed. Look that up and check that out because there's a
All
pretty
right.
good community there. Yeah. That'd be nice.
All right.
All right.
What do you think about Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't know what's Bitcoin.
What do you think about baseball?
Well, I think it's great.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Man, it's really
So
been
I'm
great
gonna be in the
talking.
whole stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
I muted.
He muted.
He muted.
Probably,
That's
he's
a shame.
probably talking to somebody.
He was just getting ready to say something prolific.
He was going to say what size the bus was.
I don't know. Unusual.
I wonder if he's ever heard of the joy of the erratically lived life. That's a thing now, Chotel.
I'm
Let's hear
nice. I'm nice. Last Dance. Come on.
Johnny Carson wasn't mean per se. He was.
Well,
sort
he
of-
said the comment before that. He thought I was going to be mean to him.
Oh, well. Well, you were fine. I mean, come on. The guy, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to think about that.
Well, I mean, come on, Smoke Steve.
I actually, did buy a StreamYard account, and I streamed once and recorded it, and then I put that on LiveLeak. And I read StreamYard's, suggestions, and I think the guy's following suggestions of finding streams and finding new communities and things like that. So he might just be following the guidelines, the playbook.
Hey, let's bring back Biss. What up, Biss?
I'm all good now. I've got my refund from the stupid idiots that won't even deliver.
Oh,
that sucks, man.
Sorry, man.
Do you got a place like not far away from you? You could go get some alcohol.
Yeah, but I don't want to go out to coronavirus laden area.
Right.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah,
that's good.
I've got asthma, so I don't want to catch it.
It's good that the drive for alcohol is not stronger than the drive for survival. You're showing promise there, Biscuit Vapes.
Well, I
Not
only
for me.
wanted 4 cans, so I could join in.
Yeah,
I struggle with it on a monthly level, on a monthly
I
basis.
don't drink on my own, so
On your what?
Well, I
don't
mean,
drink on my own. Only
What
in
do you mean?
company.
you so is that why you join us every week so you could have an excuse to drink?
Pretty much. Some guys to drink.
It's conviviality. You're being convivial.
If you got the VR headset on and we're not here, then you feel bad for drinking. But so you put that down, you log in here, and you're like, well, I'm with people, so I can drink.
That's right. You're with people.
That's it, yeah.
That's an international pub here, man.
And not only that, you guys are a lovely lot to talk to as well. You talk about good fun things to talk about. And,
What would you like to talk about, Biscuit Vapes?
Well, if I start talking about what I want to talk about, everybody will fuck off because it's boring. So I'll just carry on with your guys' conversation.
You'd rather talk about Cypher This Is Poop than
You talk about how my cats yak up all the time.
Looking up the Queen's dress.
Cat yakking.
I mean, like,
Interesting topic.
What was that, G.I. Joe? You said something. Get close, bro.
I said I think maybe Biscuit Vapes was gonna talk about how much he wants to take a peep at the Queen's dress. And we would
Queen's
follow
dress,
on
Look
that.
at the Queen's knickers. Yeah, take a look at
there-
the Queen's
there-
knickers.
You guys
there a
never
bit
heard
of
me
what,
do.
is it
I'm British,
upskirt videoing
I
of the Queen?
just a little bit of the people.
Well, I don't know about the.
Just a white peep, you
I
know.
ain't taking enough of my English accent. It's more than English, not really.
I don't know about the Queen, but those 2 new princesses, I think, are rather attractive. I mean, Jesus,
Oh, yeah.
not
I
bad,
think the
right?
one left. I think the one left
Oh,
town.
yeah, she's attractive.
I don't even know if she's. I don't know if she's considered a princess anymore.
The one with the younger boy, right? They went to.
The mulatto one.
Whoa!
Oh.
That's not. Is that racist to say that?
I don't know.
So the
Mulatto?
Oh,
Isn't that a cookie? I don't know.
Mulatto.
You like that with
Is
brown
that
sugar?
Pepperidge
It's
Farm?
no more racist than what she's been put through.
Right.
She gets put through quite a lot of racism in this
Yeah.
country. That's why
Yeah.
she's left the bloody world. She's left it. She's moved to fucking Canada, hasn't she? With Ubby, with Prince.
Yeah, right.
I do not
Yeah, I
have
have
Last
YouTube
open.
up muted
Here,
Last Dance.
I'll show you.
I try to look at the troll sidebar sometimes, but I generally stay on. It's delayed by about 5 seconds, so I don't go over there a lot because it confuses me.
If you turn on comments, Last Dance, right on the side here is all the comments from Twitch and YouTube.
Is it both of them?
Yeah, it puts them all together.
Well, I'll just
Nathan, like, what's that blue box say at the top on the left screen? What is that?
Right here?
one?
sign up free.
Sign up free.
Okay.
I got this
Mine's-
new setup. I got this new setup for $5 at a estate sale. Not the
That's
monitors,
nice.
but I got the computer at a estate sale. I'm a big estate sale
Did you
junkie.
say $5?
$5.
Oh man, that's great. You cleaned it up, make sure it's not virus
But I
up
had
or
a good
anything.
bargain for mine.
Man, that's unbelievable. That's a great
I thought
buy.
my PC were a bargain at 200 quid.
That's a pretty good buy too.
You guys are coming through my
I
speaker.
paid 50 quid for the actual computer, and then I've upgraded it with a graphics card and some extra RAM.
Yep. You told us how much memory you had. You had a lot. Once you did all the upgrades. That's good.
20 gig of RAM now, yeah.
Yeah, you get smooth multitasking from the computer. It does a good
That's
job.
it, yeah.
Runs all those subroutines.
All those threads and whatnot.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
what did
actually
you want
understand.
What did you want to talk
I don't-
about, Mr. Bates? Anything?
Oh, computers would be quite nice. We're talking about threads and thread cams. Or is that... No, that's Egyptian cotton, isn't it? Thread cam.
What happened?
No. I don't know. Here's some. That would be hash.
Oh, little hashish.
Yeah.
It looks too powdery to be hash. All
Well, I
hash ever
haven't.
had was
I haven't
Lactari.
compressed. I haven't compressed it yet.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah.
So I haven't put it in like a one-ton press to make a cube out of it. Damn, I got a piece of hash down on the computer.
The computer or the keyboard?
Between the two. Let's see.
Oh,
here.
between the two.
I got part of it out.
Got it.
Good. No worries.
And don't waste that.
Are those your hash tweezers?
No, I mean, I forget about the hash. That's how it goes with hash. Hash is there, then it's gone. Then you remember it a month later.
I'll give you guys
tomorrow.
I'll give you guys a real trip here. You probably won't find this. You'll find this hard to believe, but it's true. Absolute truth. I've been a musician since 1968. I've been around all sorts of people doing all kinds of dope and drugs and stuff. I don't do marijuana. I've never done it. Never.
You play the drums, don't you, G.I. Joe?
Yeah, but I'm saying, I mean, I've never done pot. There was a time in the 80s, wherever we went, there was people had Coke for you. Here, you want some Coke? Yeah, sure, man. All the Coke I could handle. I like Coke, but I never did marijuana in my entire life.
Huh. I'm the opposite. I never did Coke. I've never done Coke, but I've done.
Oh, come on, man.
marijuana.
It's there's nothing quite like being in control of the entire universe.
So I heard. I've heard some stories about Coke.
You guys keeping up to date on Bob and Doug coming back today?
Who?
Bob and Doug.
Oh, Bob and Doug?
Yeah, Doug and Bob.
No, can't say I am.
They're coming back in Dragon Capsule from space thingy.
Wow, that is out of left field for,
I don't
me.
know.
Are you talking
Wow.
about
Yeah.
Doug McKenzie, the Canadian guys that used to be on TV? Or am I way out and lost?
TV show.
The Mackenzies.
That's usually how I am, Biscuit, when I'm talking to a bunch of English guys. I'm like, hey, what about this? And everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, sometimes they
I guess-
don't
Yeah,
I guess-
bring up.
obscure
I
references.
guess you're not keeping up with SpaceX's.
Oh, those
Starship
two
Eagle.
guys.
SpaceX.
The two
Oh,
SpaceX
yeah.
guys.
Oh,
Are they
yeah.
still out in space?
Did
Are
they burn
they
up in
still
the
have yet
atmosphere?
to come home? What,
Did they
G.I.
burn
Joe?
They've just climbed into capsule and they're about to come home.
All right.
Well, that's good.
What's the bet? They gonna burn up on the re-entry, or are they gonna splatter in the ocean?
I think they
No,
got it.
SpaceX know what they're doing.
I hope. Well, I hope they're going to be all right.
However,
we don't
what will be
we don't need any more immolations of astronauts. No thanks.
Well, it was pretty sad.
what will be fun is the test they're doing on the big water tower that they're going to fly 150 meters in the sky.
What?
They're going to fly 150 meters in the sky with a big water tower, big space rocket, massive one.
Oh yeah.
Were you pointing down below it?
The biggest rocket ever known to man.
Only 150 meters, though? Why would they only fly?
They're just doing a test to pop it up, and
Is
then
it
they're
gonna
going to
hover?
go. It'll hover, and then it'll go across the land, and then it'll come back down and land.
When's that? When are they going to do
That's
that?
in what's it called now? It's in Florida, I think.
Oh yeah, Cape Canaveral.
No, not Cape Canaveral. It's a bit further away from there. It's
yeah.
In Texas.
I should know.
Off in Texas somewhere.
It's SpaceX's own launch site.
Galveston, Texas area.
It might be. I think there've been a lot of. I remember there was a big push to get a second launching area, but I don't know, G.I. Joe and Biscuit Vapes. I don't know where it is. So
Texas sounds good. Let's go with Texas.
There's definitely a command central in Texas, so that might be where it is.
Well, I know that regarding the Elon Musk thing, I know he has a huge amount of business in Texas. I think that the launch thing might be in Texas. That sounds good. I could look it up, but I mean, probably won't. So,
SpaceX. Yeah.
No, last dance. I'm not 80 years old. Sorry about that last dance. I'm a little bit younger than 80, but I'm old. I'm probably older than Cypher.
Yeah, I'm 66. So you sound if you're a musician in the late 60s, you're about 70, 72.
Very close.
Yeah.
I'm closer to 66.
That's the new 55, so you're lucky. Even all busted up, you're lucky. Any day 6 feet above ground's better than a day 6 feet under.
I don't get that saying. I really don't get it.
Well,
I don't get it.
Some shit days make you feel like it's not that way, but
my best friend, was my best friend since like 1985. He just recently croaked, and I don't, it's just like his wife had him cremated, and it's like, so I never got to see him say goodbye. And in my life, when I grew up, you always went and saw somebody in the box, because it's like, well, you go see him in the funeral home, and without seeing somebody, it's like it doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's in the launch is going to be in Boca Chica, Florida.
So that they did establish another launch
They're
site.
actually building it. They're expanding it at the moment, making it bigger, and they've got high bay for multiple rockets.
Okay.
That they're building out in the field.
Before it gets dark,
A Biscuit Vapes. So you really hip on this. Where are they supposed to land the astronauts at? Because there's a hurricane down there somewhere, isn't there?
I think they land it just just off at coast of Florida, don't they?
Yeah, but I mean, they're not
There
saying
you go.
anything like the hurricane is going to affect it at any rate or not.
If there's a hurricane warning, they'll delay it. They might just have to climb back into the space station.
This cup of tea showing us Florida in the background now.
No, I'm showing you the Indian River, south view of the Indian River. That's what that is. That's where my computer workstation. I hang out and watch TV and look down that channel. That's my geezer theater.
So where exactly is the Indian River at? I'm lost.
It's in East Central Florida.
Oh, okay.
It's New Smyrna. I'll go ahead and
So you're going to
give you all sort of geographical. Yeah, it's actually it's supposed to kiss Florida right at East Central Florida, which sucks.
So are you anywhere near Boca Chica, Cypher?
Boca Chica?
Yeah.
How dare you say that?
You just said it was in Florida.
Boca Chica. No, I don't. No, I'm up East Central Florida. Boca Chica. Where's Boca Chica?
It's I think it's just west of Cape Canaveral.
Oh, yeah. That's about 60 to 70 miles away from me.
So did you not hear the big explosion then when one of the rockets blew up?
I did not. I don't know what I was doing. I might have been drug affected and sleeping. No telling. That happens sometimes. I take old man naps periodically.
Yeah, they had a massive failure of one of them about 3-4 weeks ago.
I do remember seeing the newscast of that happening. Yeah, that wasn't me. That sort of sucked. Yeah, well, that's how many millions of dollars up in a fiery ball.
Well, they don't care because they've got another 6. They're just test vehicles, so they're designed to like if they fail, they fail. They're not going to get flown and used anyway. They're just test beds.
Right.
And all they are is just big, massive cylinders of stainless steel with some rockets on the end.
It's just the scale of those operations is just mind-boggling, and the advanced technology that's behind them is so impressive. You have minds out there that are working at a different universe than the average person's mind, and it's nice that they're out there. Subjective universe, same physical universe, but a different subjective universe.
Here's another question for you. When they've established a colony on Mars, would any of you guys take up the opportunity to go?
If they'd take me, I would. Yeah, I'd do that.
Be there in a heartbeat, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Anytime to Mars. I don't care.
Guys, you guys are fucking crazy.
What about if you wanted to go to Australia in half an hour from America?
No. Mars, you're fucking crazy, man. You know what? After fucking 3 days, the pump's gonna fail. Something's gonna happen. You're all gonna be fucking suffocating.
Well, what about half an hour transatlantic flights from America to Australia, which is what they're saying they can do?
Yeah, that'd be nice. A little pricey, but nice.
Oh yeah, pricey.
Yeah.
What's in Australia?
They say they carry 100 passengers.
A lot of things that can kill you. Let's go out in the outback and get killed in Australia.
Right. Yeah, if the snakes don't get you, the plane crash will. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, it's not a plane, is it? You're going in a rocket.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, boy.
Concorde by 10 hours or something.
Yeah.
So
that Concorde was pretty crazy. That one where it started catching fire, where they got the video, the person who was in like the van driving by. I'm sure you guys have seen that.
I probably did. I forgot.
Cool. I mean,
it's many years since Concorde's flown, isn't it?
Many years, but that video is epic. The fucking thing is just bursting into flames. The person filming from it's from a small van or a minivan. They're like, something's happening. I don't know what it is. And
And then that became part of the investigation. What it was the plane that had landed before had scrapped a piece of sheet metal onto the runway in its landing. Then when the Concorde landed, its tires hit the thing and fired it up into the engine, which caused some kind of a crazy explosion as it's taking off. Yeah, and then
there was also an incident on Concorde where somebody who had been servicing the windscreen on the Concorde had not put the rivets in correctly, and the windscreen had popped out.
Was that when the pilot was hanging out the window and they pulled his ass back in and he was still alive after like fucking 10 minutes out there? They pulled him in. He lived, man.
That's real?
That was real.
That has I remember that as a movie. I don't remember. It probably was a movie based on the real event, but I don't remember.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, one of the best plane movies that I ever saw was that one with Tom Hanks, where he lands the plane in the river.
With Tom?
Yeah. I forget the name of it. Sully. Yeah.
Oh, Sully.
Yeah.
That guy was.
And he was drunk when he landed it in the river.
Well,
the real pilot was drunk.
Yeah.
No, that guy's still alive. He would contest that.
I think he is still alive, isn't he? James Sullivan.
Yeah, he's the man. He's considered a hero for that.
So you know the deal with that Concorde. What it was is it hit the main gear, hit that piece of scrap metal, and the scrap metal came off the tires and hit the underside of one of the fuel tanks. And the way those Concordes were built, the skin was so thin. What it did is it put a hole in the fuel tank, and then that ignited into the afterburners and backfed into the tank. And
man, that's
It probably happened in 4 seconds between the metal flying up, hitting jet fuel, flying into a superheated engine, and then blowing up. I mean, it's unbelievably quick. That ended the era of the Concorde, I would think, right? That was it.
Yeah. It went south after that. They
put it in the
boneyard.
I think after that they put rubber bladders on it or inside the tank or something and tried to do it, and then they eventually decided that it wasn't worth it. I thought they tried to fix it somehow or other.
I don't know much of that history.
Well, I would imagine like aviation had started to maybe slightly catch up, and then the exorbitant cost of the Concorde maybe just wasn't making any sense. With a direct flight on a high efficiency jetliner, what's it, an hour and a half, 2 hours less than the Concorde? But how many more thousands of dollars were you going to pay for that, you know?
Yeah.
I just realized that some tossers in here.
Some tosser, yeah. Sir.
Is that the Sun Tosser from
Sir Mr. Sun Tosser?
Great, man.
That's him.
Sun Tosser, loved your shit, man. It was great.
Mr. Sun Tosser now. He's upgraded. He's maturing. Fucking guy. I love Sun Tosser. He's the man.
Uranus. I think we need to learn more about Uranus.
Yeah. I mean, the kid who figures that one out in like 3rd grade when you're in class, when you're really learning about the planets.
Yeah.
He's the man. And Mr. Sun Tosser still has the Uranus joke. I mean,
that's right. That's right. You know, bring it out, man. It's court jester. Great joke.
Love it. Yeah, it is.
Me too.
Well, I want to take off and split. Nice talking to you guys. Thanks for
great talking to you. Yeah, nice talking. Just get to know you a little bit.
And if the red-haired chick shows up, tell her I've got Zwicky on hand too.
Thank you, buddy.
We will see you all later.
All right, man.
Hey, come back next week. G.I. Joe, come back next week, man. You've been great. I really enjoyed it.
I'll give it a try. Maybe I can get a camera working by then.
All right, man. Take care.
Take it easy. See you.
Yep. See you.
All right, cool. So we're winding down here, fellas. Yeah.
Uh-oh, nobody else coming on? Come on, guys. Get on.
No,
Cup
that's
tea.
it. Everyone's out.
Mr. Some Thoughts Creative. Okay, he's not
No.
there.
No, people are
Back to us.
yeah, we're at the 22. Yeah. Well, fellas, it's been a real good show, and I do appreciate you being here. But I think I'm going to call it quits for the night.
Okay.
No
It was
worries,
great.
brother.
Thanks,
Why?
folks.
Cypher, you want to keep going?
Were you ever involved, any of the team members of your wrestling team with the fox catcher thing that went on? The rich DuPont, the DuPont guy who killed one of the top wrestlers in the United States. I forget his name. Shot him on his.
No.
You familiar with that story at all?
Yes.
Yeah. But
Very. But I was never involved with that personally.
No, well, of course not. Yeah, I wouldn't expect for it because there's thousands. I mean, hundreds, if not thousands, of wrestlers throughout the USA that are at the collegiate level. So, I mean, that fox catcher incident only involved maybe 30, 40 at the most, at the absolute most. So, it was that was quite a. And I mean, I don't want to belabor and keep this going if you think it's time to wind it down.
I don't. I just thought we were. But continue. Go, please.
Yeah, that thought just popped up. I mean, the athletic stuff is not usually not the spice and stuff that the online folk get into. But that one thing, you just knowing that was you did that, I mean, is a big deal to me. That you're a collegiate athlete. That's there's a very small percentage when you actually, I mean, the college sports before COVID-19 throughout, I mean, just thousands of athletes there. But when you think about the hundreds of thousands of collegiate students every year, it's a very small percentage of the full population, the full college and university population. And
right.
I had a horrible, when I was at LSU in my swimming, I did horribly. I was swimming injured. I was competing injured, and because of the physical injuries, I had pain problems that prevented me from scholastically doing well. I really did poorly. I mean, I had 3 years and I was out. And after 20 years of being a college senior, I finally got an Associate of Arts degree, a 2-year degree. And so, I mean, I have many semester hours, throughout, but not a whole lot in a concentration area where I went up to, bachelor's level or to master's level. But I have enough college credits that equivalent to probably completing a master's, but of course I'm all at undergraduate level. But so collegiate athletes are a big deal. Athletics are a big deal to me. And you've completed and got degree yourself, or
no. I competed. I attempted to get a degree, and I never really got a degree. I went in the wrong direction, George.
Yeah. Well, me too, to a degree.
I tried to do both, and I was pretty good at both, but I failed at both. So I became who I am today. I'm very needed in my job today from what I've learned through life. So it's not always what you learn in the school.
I won't call it out, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you do to a degree. I think you have an independent method of creating revenue stream for yourself. It's within a respected professional area, and that's very cool. And that's what happened to me, in the insurance side. The barriers to entry for the insurance profession are nothing like they are for legal profession, medical profession. And because of that, I had to take a 200-hour course basically, and I self-studied, which is very rare to get a property and casualty insurance license. This is back in 2000. I think I got that license in 2002, late 2002, and once I got it, I had a whole huge area. In the insurance industry is enormous.
I used to work in the insurance industry.
You what?
I used to work in the insurance industry.
You did.
I did for
As
3 days.
I mean, were you fired or was it
No,
life
I
insurance?
wasn't fired. It was life insurance.
Yeah, friggin' life
I
insurance.
was on the phone telling people how would
yeah.
you feel if you died and your children had no money to live on.
Oh,
I was being
God.
told, I'm going to
Selling
murder
people.
you, you fucking
I
bastard.
know,
you
they
fucking-"
hate you.
And
Yes,
I felt so bad. I was going to hang myself
Yeah, that. I had a better introduction through life insurance, but one of the major ones. And anyway, what was that? Do you think there's less serial killers now? What was that one?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh,
And
there it is. Cup of tea.
he might be right. In the 70s, it seemed to be a bigger thing.
Yeah.
I mean, George, you could probably attest to that. The stories back then was front page every couple of months.
Yeah, it was there. They did have the means of tracking, the cameras on the intersections, within the municipalities. All of anybody with any kind of technical device, a smartphone, can be tracked. Anything can be tracked now. I mean, it's very hard to do it. But I'd say there's fewer. I'd say there's fewer, but they're still out there. There's still.
They're still there, but back then, I think that people saw that there were psychos who saw the ability that they could literally snatch somebody off the street and commit these atrocities, and
it was just
seemingly get away with it until years later.
Almost no surveillance. I mean, even in the act, people could. What, Biscuit Babes? You gonna say something?
It took 15 years to catch that sick bastard that got Madeleine McCann. If you heard of her, did you ever hear of Madeleine McCann?
A UK person.
She was a little 8-year-old who got abducted in Praia de Luz, and 15 years till now, they've only just started digging to find a body.
Yeah. On YouTube, I watch a lot of the crime channels, and true crime, some other ones, and I went through a real heavy period, back about a year and a half ago, where I was watching it all the time, and I was trying to see if I wanted to join. There's these groups out there on the internet that, study and try to solve, coal crimes and things like that. And I thought about doing that. No, that's too much work.
Today, I've been watching a lot of a show called Audit the Audit.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah,
it's basically goes out and berates coppers into berating.
No, but not only he'll just pick people's videos and analyze them and discuss how the non-police officer person interacts with the police officer, and he gives each of them grades. It's pretty fair.
That's it.
I mean, I find it to be Audit the Audit.
Audit the Audit on
Correct.
YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, I'll look that up. That's easy to remember.
It's cool because sometimes he'll give the person interacting an A and the cops an F. So he's not only one side or the other. He'll often give the cops a more positive grade because most of the time they're educated, but on occasion the cops totally.
Most of the cops have had Fs.
Yeah, when they fuck up, he's like, right, you should have known better. It's like, here's the problem, which is cool because it might help any of us who are ever pulled over to interact with police officers. Very informative.
I mean, the biggest thing I was watching something earlier, and the biggest thing you should do when it comes to the police is shut the fuck up. Don't tell them anything. Because even if you're innocent, they can make you out to be guilty.
There's some famous lawyers that have a shut the fuck up video, just shut the fuck up. Right. They set each other up to say it. It's funny.
Put your hands up high on the steering wheel if you're in a car or on the dashboard, and then you don't have to say anything.
You're not a threat. You're like, hey,
There
I'm
was a
good.
video. There was a video in like a seminar room, and this lawyer was like talking to these people in seminar room, and he says, "You don't say anything to police." And then he puts a copper on stand to talk to these people in seminar, and copper asks them questions, and half of them put their hands up to stuff owning to stuff they've done. Like, have you gone over 55 on the highway? And half of them owned up to the copper, and lawyer goes, "I told you, shut the fuck up."
Right.
Never admit.
Yeah, exactly.
People get into a lot of trouble not covering their own asses, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to know. You have to know when they're asking you for something, if they have a legitimate legal reason to require you to show that to them.
Yeah.
Often identification is one thing. If that's it, then leave it at that. They have the ID.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been quite lucky. I've only ever been stopped once by a policeman, and I was speeding at 90 in a 50 zone. I was also running. I ran 3 red lights, and I was weaving through traffic very dangerously on a motorcycle. And he pulled me over, and he said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I goes, "I've got an idea." And he says, "Get off your bike, turn your engine off, and get in my car." And I just blurted out and was very polite, and he only did me for red light. I was only on a provisional, and in the UK, if you get more than 6 points, and you get 3 points per infraction, and if you get more than 6, you lose your license. And I already had 3.
Oh no! So that did it.
I told him I already had 3 points, and because I used my bike to get to work, he says, "Don't do it again. I'm only going to book you for."
Oh, look at you, man! So you did get off. That's good.
Yeah, I think I had a £40 fine as well.
Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, compared to what it could have been.
But as soon as he wanted from me, I pulled over. I wasn't running away. I wasn't lying to him. I was,
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
I gave him the respect, and he respected me back.
Yeah. Well, Steve, I'm in agreement with you. Then I'm talked out. Unless you want to talk a little bit more about professional stuff. Yeah.
Good night, gents. It's
Very
been
nice.
wonderful. Thank you for
Thanks
coming
everybody
back.
for hanging out on the Troll Central sidebar. I'm not good at looking over there. I got to get better at that.
Yeah, I try.
Appreciate it. Especially a cup of tea. You're on there all the time. Thanks a lot, man.
Exactly.
Last Dance, Mr. Sumtosser, Morgan Evans.
They're all great. They're all great.
John Grammaticus. That's who I can see on the sidebar right now.
Good night, guys.
Good night, all. Bye.